Well, hello, these spectacular specimens of humankind, you happy-go-lucky scamps of individuals. Welcome on into the cult of Vain, the home of hedonism and coziness today. That we call twitch.tv/Val in Vain. How you doing? How's it going? Welcome on in, you beautiful beans. I am a very sleepy, somewhat croaky, happy-go-lucky scamp of an individual. Before I forget, Milky Pork. Jesus. Coming in with the 44 months. Good Lord. Allow me to now inscribe your name upon the mirror of Vain. By having your name upon the mirror of Vain, it means you get access to my personal Snapchat. Not a bum Snapchat, you cheeky devil. And of course, you get access to all the sexy little emotes. But the most important thing as well, you know. You'll roll over every morning, look in the mirror and go, God, do I look rough. But goddamn, do I make rough look good. Sexy. Oh, yes, meow, you know. Yeah, now, how you doing, you beautiful beans? How's it going? I have had a wild old weekend. Good weekend. Very, very good weekend. But a wild old weekend nonetheless. And I will get to telling you all about it momentarily. But let me say hello to everybody first. How's it going, Milky Pork? Hello, Ruby Q. How's it going, Pastor Van? Dapper Cogsworth. Good Lord, Dapper Cogsworth. Good Lord. Here I am about to regale my tales.
Subscribed, missed kind.
Oh my God. Kyle! God damn it!
Subscribed, missed kind.
Clown car. Fucking hell. The best thing about that one, Rach, is I don't even think you know the reference. You know the reference to the reference. Kyle, you beautiful bean. Thank you very much for giving us up to fucking Mushroom Lord. Good Lord. And Rach. Rome Lord. And Rach giving us up to Clown Car. Good Lord. By having a name like a mirror of Vain, on the mirror of Vain, means you get access to my personal Snapchat. Not a bum Snapchat. Yeah, oh my God. Got the Mushroom Lord and then the Mushroom Lady. Is that the next one? Milky Pork. Next time we do a donation goal, I've got to do a Mushroom Maid stream. Is that what we're doing? Is that the plan? Mushroom Lady. Your name is also inscribed on the mirror of Vain. By having your name on the mirror of Vain, it means you get access to my personal Snapchat. Not a bum Snapchat, you cheeky devil. And of course, you get access to all the sexy little emotes. But the most important thing is you got to roll over every morning, look in the mirror and go, God, do I look rough? But goddamn, do I make rough look good? Sexy. Oh, yes, meow. You know? Yeah, now, you cheeky devils. Riot Kick, how you doing, you beautiful bean? Oh, come on.
Missed kind.
I've only just put it down, Kyle. Mushroom Maid. Fucking hell. Where's it? Every other letter is a capital. Oh, God. This isn't going to make this awkward at all. You're beautiful being. Thank you so much. Yeah. Okay, we're good. I got them right. Mushroom Maid, your name is also inscribed upon the mirror of Vain. By having your name upon the mirror of Vain, it means you get access to my personal Snapchat, not a bum Snapchat. Of course, you get access to all the sexy little emotes. But the most important thing is you got to roll over every morning, look in the mirror. You God, I look rough. But god damn, do I make rough look good? Sexy. Oh yes, meow. You know.
Subscribed, missed kind.
Razzotter! Damn it! What is going on? It's a bloody Monday. I am in very cozy gear. I was like, have a nice, chill, cozy stream. It'll be all right. It'll be nice and easy. It'll be all right. It'll be okay. I'm sleepy. I'm a sleepy boy. I've had a very, very busy weekend. It's been great and wonderful, but I got soaked through to my fucking bones and then woke up shivering and then did a show and then had to rescue teenagers. There was a whole thing. Good Lord. It wasn't just me rescuing people, by the way. It was a few of us. What was I doing? Hold on. Suspicious sausage. Sausage. Suspicious sausage, your name is also inscribed upon the mirror of Vain. Friends, if you are here, on the off chance that you are here, and you've been gifted a sub, please say a massive thank you to that person that gifted the sub to you. By having your name on the mirror vein means you get access to our personal Snapchat, no bomb Snapchat. Of course, you get access to all the sexy little emotes. But the most important thing, is you got to roll over every morning, look in the mirror, and go, God, do I look rough? Well, goddamn, do I make rough look good? Ooh, harra, sexy. Oh, yes, meow. Do you know what, Milky Pork? I was actually going to reset that. Just before stream, and then I was like, yeah. Haven't done it. Just didn't do that. Do you know what I mean?
Subscribed. Most kind. Yeah, subscribed. Most kind.
Just put it down. Just put it down. Wet feet muncher. And the Bishop of Bath and Wells.
Panda to it.
Choo choo.
Don't encourage this. It's about the end. Do not encourage this. This is bloody ridiculous already. I've been live like 12 minutes. And a good 5 of those minutes was the intro screen. This is ridiculous. God damn it. Rage, thank you very much for giving us up to Wet Feet Muncher. And then Razar giving us up to the Bishop of Bath and Wells. I'm a colossal pervert, Blackadder. Animal, vegetable, or mineral, I'll do anything to anything. By having your name on the mirror vein, it means you get access to my personal Snapchat, not a bum Snapchat, you cheeky devils. And of course, you get access to all the sexy diddly emotes. But the most important thing, as well, you all know by now, by having your name on the... fucking hell, don't even know anymore. You got to roll over every morning, look in the mirror and go, God, do I look rough? But God damn, do I make rough look good? Ooh, harra, sexy, oh yes, meow. You know, my voice is fucky today, friends. Can you tell? It's all croaky and shit. Good Lord, friends. Good Lord. I haven't even said hello to everybody yet. What the fuck? Riot Kick, how you doing? Oh, you went to do that at Dapper Cogsworth? That's hilarious. I love that. Gilus, welcome on in. How's it going? Evening and lost the game already, I know. Come in here. Lose the game. Fucking Dapper Cogsworth. Causing chaos as always. This is sharky looking water. Yeah, right. Well, I thought I'd do a nice little screensaver for the intro screen, you know?
Panda to it.
My boss said to me, "You're the worst train driver ever. How many have you derailed this year?" I said, "I'm not sure, it's hard to keep track."
Oh, come on. It's a Monday. I've only just got back. Oh, come on. Zabadian. Damn it. Thank you very much for the 100 little panderings. God damn it. I win one of these days. Loving the fit. The fit is very cozy, Milky Pock. Just today, it's just like, right, I am cozy. And do you know what? It's been inside my house. It has been fucking freezing. And outside, as soon as you get out in the sunshine, it's absolutely roasting. So this is the inside the house outfit. When I go outside, I'm wearing a fucking t-shirt. You know? Your hair seems different though. I can't tell what. Straightened? Yeah, straightened. Yeah. I decided to have a bit of a straightening time with it. So it's still waving. It's starting to slowly go back into its curly ways. Do you know what I mean? Just Sally, welcome on in. Rana, you beautiful being, welcome on in. How you doing, you cheeky devils? Shade and Sunshine coming in with the 7 streams in a row you've been streaking through here. Good lot. Put some clothes on. It's getting cold out. I know if you're in the sunshine, it's nice and warm. But the moment you get in the shade, that's it. Nipples like bullets. All right. Mushroom. Moo-woo shroom. People didn't like the moo-woo shroom. Lots of people did not like the full moo-woo shroom. All right. How you doing, Kyle, by the way, you beautiful individual? I hope you're doing well, friend. Hope you're doing okay. Mendiza, you cheeky devil. Don't remember you guys see this in Spanish or in English. I definitely see it in English. In the British language. You know what I mean? 3 streams in a row, Mendiza. I just said, when you're in the sun, it might seem fine. The moment you go in the shade, you're fucked. You're fucked, all right? Not mushroom in the outfit for Valence fungi. Oh, good lord. In this one there is, because I'm wearing very baggy trousers. My fungi gets fucking everywhere. You know? I wonder what the most number of times that Valen had to repeat that. What the one stage Milky Pork, when I first ever started doing the subscription speech back in the day, you know, before hype train shit happened like this, all right? I used to repeat it for every single subscription. So if someone gifted 10 subscriptions, I would say it 10 times. That's how it started. That's how it started. If somebody gifted 10 subscriptions, I would say it 10 times. We had like one hype train, and I was like, right, well, that's the rest of the stream now, with me just repeating the fucking thing. Do you know what I mean? Friends! Thank you so much, you beautiful beings. If you have got hype train emotes, I would really appreciate you throwing them out. And I'd say a massive, massive thank you to all those people that subbed, that gifted sub, that threw all those cheeky little bitties out there. That's super fucking kind of you. Level 3 at 14%. That is outrageous. That is outrageous, friends. Good fucking Lord. It's a bloody Monday. It's a bloody Monday. All right? All right? Oh, excuse me. I've been eating a lot of Twiglets today. They're repeating on me a little bit, you know? It seems like a challenge. Don't even, Kyle. Don't you even. Array's coming in with the 70 streams in a row you've been streaking through here. Good lot. That's a lot of streaking. That is a lot of streaking, all right? How you doing, you beautiful being? How's it going? I'm very, very well. Thank you very much. I'm very, very well. I'm sleepy. I'm sleepy and a little bit congested due to being out in the cold because the nights are getting real fucking cold at the moment. The nights are getting real fucking cold at the moment. So, we were out for Chunk's party on Saturday night, and it absolutely fucking bucketed it down. It was so wet. I had D&D on Friday with some buddies, Chunk's party on Saturday, and then on Sunday I was hosting the Burlesque Bonanza, which was like a charity... It was a charity cabaret raising money for Doctors Without Borders. The MSF is the official name of the charity, but it's Doctors Without Borders. It's medical doctors that go into war-torn countries and pandemic countries and epidemic countries and war-torn countries. A natural disaster country, all of those things. Anywhere that people need aid, this charity send medical professionals. And obviously they're out in Gaza and stuff at the moment. So yeah, we were raising money for them. Which was fucking amazing. We raised loads of money as well, which I'm really, really fucking happy about. Really happy about. And then after we'd done all that, we ended up rescuing drunk teenagers, which I'll talk about in a minute. Because there's a whole load of stories. The stories are great, wonderful and glorious. But it was a fucking roller coaster. Going from absolutely buzzing, such great night, fantastic, got the entire audience dancing to the time warp, to, okay, there's a comatose teenager on the floor. How do we deal with this? You know. Because it's a Cozy Bloody Monday. It is a Cozy Bloody Monday. I'm wearing a Jay Britton merchandise. Showing off my friend's merchandise today. Because it's a very cozy jumper as well. So I was like, right, we'll see how it goes, you know. Looking very 90s skater boy rock star there, Val. I'll take it. Amusingly enough, Shade and Sunshine, I would never have worn this when I was in the 90s. In the 90s, I would have never have worn this shit. And nowadays, I'm just like, I'm tired and I'm cozy. I'm going to put some fucking face on. We're going to press go live, all right? Yeah, now. It's a bloody Monday. Nothing ever happens on a Monday. Exactly. Nothing should happen on Monday, Milky Pork. That's the reason why I stream on a Monday night. I'm like, nothing should going to happen on Monday because it's a Monday. For fuck's sake. What the shit, right? Looking smooth as a baby's bottom there. Yeah, very well shaven there, painted lady. Well, I was doing a show last night, so I shaved for that. Shave for that. Make myself look pretty. Do you know what I mean? The only time that I don't really shave is like for a show. Is if I've been booked for like panto season, or I've been booked for like an acting role that requires me to have a beard, and I get a gig like in the lead up to that, I obviously need the beard, so I'm like, right, fuck it, let's do a little bit of femme stubble. Do you know what I mean? Been talking about tits and woodpeckers. Oh my lordy. That sounds very exciting. Senda, how you doing, you beautiful individual? Hope you're well. Hope your weekend has been glorious. Loving the hair today. It's just very cozy. Very, very cozy, you know. Still don't have a working shower. However, the boiler man is now booked in. The boiler is in my living room. So we've got the new boiler. We've got the flue. Got the fucking Halo Wi-Fi thermostat thing, which is all the stuff that he told me to get. He's back from Spain. And they have booked us in.
Ooh, little stalker.
I fucking love your name. I don't like to call people out just in case they're lurking, but your name is very, very visceral and inspires a very visual imagination for me. So thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate you. Fucking hell. You know, it's one of those rare situations in which I regret that I don't call out lurkers, because that has so many things that I want to ask questions about. All right. So many things I want to ask questions about. What was I saying? Yeah. So I've got the boiler, and the boiler's booked in now. So next Tuesday, we've got to survive a week without a boiler. But next Tuesday is the earliest he can get in. So he's going to be upstairs. A little bit more expensive than I was expecting it to be, but that's all right. That's okay. We can work with that. We can work with that. It's no issue. And then as of next Tuesday, Chunk and I should finally have good hot water, and just in time for the central heating that is going to be necessary, because things are getting fucking chilly. Things are getting chilly. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Any boobies? Birds, not the anatomical parts. Yeah, boobies. You know, they're like the blue-footed booby, which is my friend Jemima, who walks around without a top on and paints her feet blue. How you doing, Nauseum? How's it going, you beautiful being? Frog in my throat? Just a little tickle. Little tickle. We finished on the time warp of the cabaret, and it was fucking excellent. Got the entire crowd dancing. It was fucking great. Do you know what I mean? Throat lozenges. I've got some upstairs. It's all right. It doesn't hurt. I've just got a croaky throat. It tends to happen when I've had like a weekend of lots of drinking and vaping. Let's be honest about this. Which is good because it's not cigarettes. I've had a horrible habit of going out drinking, and as soon as I get to a certain point, I'm like, ooh, I want a cigarette. But I got one of these little vape things, which is like a real low nicotine thing, because I don't get the addiction quality, as we've talked about many times before. I don't have that addiction side of things. But I quite like it, and I'm a hedonist. I'm just like, yeah, fuck it. Only when I'm drinking, only when I get past a certain level of tipsy, and I'm just like, oh, do you know what? Fancy a little bit of nicotine. That'll do me nicely, you know. But as a result, I get a little bit croaky. As a result, I get a little bit croaky. Do you know what I mean? No boobies, was too far from the sea. Oh no, shame. You have to get closer to the coast in order to see boobies, evidently. Zabadian coming in with the 3 streams in a row. Once Chuck Norris reached the point of no return and then returned, that doesn't surprise me. It's Chuck Norris at the end of the day. At the end of the day, Zabadian, right? Pastor Van, how you doing? Getting very Jason Mewes, Jane Silent Bob vibes? Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that for sure. For sure. If Jay from Jay and Silent Bob was, I'm probably about as filthy mouthed as that. My language is probably that disgusting, but if they were a bit more of a happy-go-lucky, alluring individual as opposed to foul-mouthed sex pest, you know, saying that I am also a foul-mouthed sex pest, I don't know what's going on there, right? All right. Look, he's giving Jay vibes. Yeah, from Jay and Silent Bob. Yeah. You watched some of the Uwu VOD. Did you immediately turn it off, Jay and Beard? Did you flee for your very soul? Desperate to leave. Being like, God, no. Get me away from this shit. Good Lord. How you doing, Jam Jar? How you doing, buddy? I hope you had a good weekend, friend. Almost 1% for every minute of the stream. Oh, my God. You people and fucking hype trains as soon as I start streaming is wild to me. Is wild to me. Do you know what I said? I said as a pass away comment a couple of streams ago that when I do my 7-year streamiversary, when we have the streamiversary party, 7-year streamiversary, I might have to make it harder. I might have to up the game a little bit so that it takes like 5 instances as opposed to 4. Because you people are doing like hype trains every stream these days. Every bloody stream. It's getting outrageous, all right? Make it harder. Not like that. That's what happens when you keep stroking it, all right? You're tired and your legs hurt because I walked 38 kilometers. Jesus Christ. Wow. Okay. Jesus Christ. Have you by chance saved a date for the movie night next month? It's slowly moving towards it. So we've got a movie night for this month, Jam Jar, which is, I think it's exclamation mark movie. It should all be plugged up there, which is this Sunday. We're going to watch Gentleman Broncos. Gentleman Broncos. Yeah, I have updated it. Look at me go. I have updated it. But you're talking about the Halloween one, aren't you? Let's do that now. Otherwise, I will forget. Well, that weekend's full. We could do it after that. That will be busy. That weekend's full. Gotta do that. The only day it's feasible, realistically speaking, Jam Jar, is the 19th of October. I will put it in on the 19th of October right now, so that it's booked in. Halloween movie night. Done. There we go. Sorted. Lost my streak, slept for 30 plus hours mid last week, and then took a couple of days to get back on track. So missed the Wednesday and Thursday streams. Well, that's all right. I mean, obviously it's shit that it breaks your streak, but we appreciate you being here nonetheless, Ruby Q. All right. And we have got the VODs and Vanity channel, so that if there's ever a point where you're like, do you know what, I want to catch up on those streams, they are available. They are available right there, you know. And speaking of Thursday streams, I'm doing an extra stream this Thursday where we're going to be building that the Lego Peacock, which means I'm going to have to set up another camera so that everyone can see my very sexy desk. All right. There's a task for me on Thursday. But yeah, this Thursday we've got our Lego stream coming up, which is a really good point. Darling moderators, could one of you please put in the things that I need to do to update the schedule to add the Lego stream, please? Pretty please. Take notes from good deeds and general support and claw them days back. Yeah, exactly. You'll be fine. We appreciate you. Regardless of your streak, we appreciate you. The streak is a fun thing to have, but it's not an essential thing. Do you know what I mean? W job by the charity? Yes. Yeah, Arrays, honestly, it was fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. This was the gig that was organized by Killer Queen Rach, who is in chat. Or certainly was in chat at the beginning of the stream. Yeah, she organized the gig. There she is. There she is. She communicated with the charity. She booked all the performers, did all the bits and pieces. Yeah, wonderful bean. Wonderful bean. So if we can get some hype in chat, say a big congratulations and a thank you to Killer Queen Rach for being a phenomenal producer and doing amazing work for charity. I would appreciate that. I would appreciate that. Get all that hype. Hype can be from any channel. We are not emote prejudice here. We like our emotes. Yeah, no. How's it going, Zooey Booey? How you doing, you beautiful beans? Have I got some good ones? I got some little party ones. I'll throw out some party ones. There we go. Party shit. New goal to make up the difference. I don't feel good doing that, Painted Lady. I don't feel good doing that. Because I set the goal and like I set the goal for the boiler and everything based on the prices I'd initially been given. Prices seems to have changed a little bit since the initial goal, but that's a me problem. That's not like I've done the goal now. Do you know what I mean? We've done the goal. Well, it's all fine and dandy. I'll find a way to make up the difference. That's not an issue. And then we'll move on to the next one. We'll move on to the next one. I don't feel good changing the goalposts. Does that make sense? Don't feel good changing the goalposts. It's not the way I like to work. I'm like, this is the set goalpost, done and done. Works for me, you know. You know, it is indeed a Jay Britton shirt, Milky Pork. Jay Britton's phantasmagorical adventures across Twitch. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I won this hoodie in one of the merch giveaways that Jay Britton did many moons ago, and it is a great hoodie. It's very, very comfortable and fits very, very well. But I like Jay, and I am more than happy to rep his merchandise. More than happy to rep his merchandise, especially as the fact that it's good merchandise, good quality stuff. This is one of my favorite hoodies. This is one of the ones I wear when I'm in a hoodie mood. I wear this relatively often. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? May have misspelled that. No, I got you. I know what you meant. Right? Nah, it's Valen's hoodie. See what you did there. God damn it, Jam Jar. Potato. Exactly. Valen's instructions: 1, make it harder. 2, keep stroking it. Look. That's bedroom activities, not hype train activities, Sembar. All right, you were meant to keep that between us. Okay, god damn it. Fuck. Yeah, so September the 28th, which is this Sunday, we'll be watching Gentleman Broncos, which I don't know anything about the movie apart from I think I've seen one clip, and that one clip was enough. That one tiny little clip about a man in a pink spacesuit trying to eat yeast so they can bounce over Cyclops. I saw that one clip and was like, I need to see this movie. So 6 p.m. BST, which is 1 p.m. EST? No. Is it 1 p.m. PST and 11 a.m. EST? Or is it the other way around? Is it 1 p.m. EST, 11 a.m. PST? Can't remember which way around they are. 11 a.m. PST, 1 p.m. EST, 6 p.m. BST. There we go. Thank you very much, Alexander Griffin. Can I also get a shout out for hey, Alexander Griffin, please? I would really appreciate that. Would really appreciate that. Can't believe it's October next week. I know. Time flies. Time is fucking flying. People, go check out my dear friend. This beautiful, exquisite specimen of humankind. Wonderful. Spectacular. Does crafty stuff and tarot readings and plays intricate games with fantastic storylines. What do you mean, know me? What do you mean, know me? Me as well. Fucking... Me as well. It's not a unique thing. Exactly. Know us. There we go. Yeah. And you. Yeah, I'll take that. All right. I'm not having this rejection of compliments to turn the back. There we go. Double showers. One from Jam Jar and one from Sembar. That's what you get. Go check out Hail Alexander Griffin. They're wonderful. They are absolutely fucking wonderful. All right. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. But also. What? And now you've got the hiccups. Excuse me. God damn it. You literally said what, so you asked for it. Oh, I see how it is. I see what's going on there. Zabadian, I've heard the best cure for a hiccups is to stand on your head and drink a glass of water while you're upside down. That's what I've heard. There was something else as well. There was some really intriguing way that I heard about on like a Instagram reel about 3 weeks ago that is meant to stop the diaphragmatic spasms. I can't fucking remember what it was. So it's too late. It's too late. It's gone. Do you know what I mean? Weekend was a mixture of resting heavily, drinking my bodily weight in water, and then having the energy to go see a handful of friends for a social drink and a laugh on Sunday night. Feeling overall more human than Friday. I am glad to hear it, buddy. I am very, very glad to hear it. I know you were quite ill last week, but I'm glad that you're feeling a bit more alive. Do you know what I mean? Fucking hell, I haven't seen you in ages, Coffee Talk. How you doing? How's it going, you cheeky devil? How's things? Long time no see. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Tennis Gates, how's it going? A passionate kiss gets rid of hiccups. Yeah, with oodles and oodles of Tommy tongue.
Panda to mango. Panda to it. Panda to it.
He's ancient. He's ugly. I don't know which is worse. I might just split a seam now if I don't die laughing first. When Mr. Oogie Boogie says, "There's trouble close at hand," you'd better pay attention. Now cause I'm the Valen man, and if you aren't shaking there's something very wrong, cause this may be the last time you hear the Valen song. Oh, wow, oh, wow, oh, oh, he's the Oogie Valen man. Might have pre-October, not sorry.
I love it. I love it. He's ancient. He's ugly. I don't know which is worse. I might be splitting seam if I don't die laughing first. When his Mr. Oogie Boogie says, "There's trouble close at hand," you better pay attention, cause I'm the Valen man. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm the Oogie Boogie man. On board it. On board it, for sure. How you been? Doing all right, thank you. Very, very busy. Very, very busy. Spooky season is upon us, which means that my diary is fucking rammed. Which is great, but it is very, very exhausting. I was meant to get out a Questionable Game Emporium yesterday, and I just didn't manage to because things have just been too fucking busy. So I'm still working on that, still trying to get that sorted so I can get it out in the next couple of days, so that even though we're in like the last month and a half of Questionable Game Emporium, I want to make sure that people who are still spending their money on that are still getting their money's worth. Do you know what I mean? So I want to make sure I get a one out this week and then one out on Sunday. Which will be all right. It'll be fine. It'll be okay. I'll get it sorted somehow. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie. I've occasionally put the vids on when I need some comfort and grounding. Your voice and community in my safe space. Oh, Painted Lady, that's very kind of you to say. That's really fucking kind of you to say. I'm glad that we can provide that for you. I'm glad that my VODs can provide that for you. I just put them up there so that I've got like an archive of all my shit. But the fact that it means something to somebody, that means the fucking world to me. It really does. It really, really does. God damn it. Oh, my little fucking heart. God damn it. God damn it. Change them. What you want? No, what? How can we help if you don't tell us? What are you talking about? What? I'm waiting for Axe to invoice me expenses, but we made over 1,600 quid last night. £1,600 will announce on socials when I have a final number. That's how much you raised for the for MSF, for Doctors Without Borders, Rach. Fucking hell, that's amazing. That is amazing. Is that including what came through my card machine as well? Because obviously I'll need to transfer that through there. It is, yeah? Okay, cool. Just checking, making sure that we're not missing out on bits and pieces. Rach, because I have card machines for all the events and stuff that I do, Rach was like, "Can we borrow your card machine?" I was like, yeah, absolutely. No issues at all. East Coast is 3 hours ahead. Oh, okay, cool. I got you. And I'll take a BLT. We'll take that. BLT. Broccoli, lettuce, and tomatoes. That's the one, right? Yeah?
Well, that's good, because I have a triangular anus.
Jamjar, thank you very much for playing Triangular Anus. Oh, Jesus. This is one of the greatest things about having shit short-term memory is I never remember that I do these things. And then they pop up and I'm like, oh my God. Fucking hell. Oh, Jesus. Oh, fuck me. Yeah, and me. Exactly, you gems. Knew it. Well done, Semba. A passionate kiss. I could imagine a passionate kiss would get rid of the hiccups. That's fair. Now I kind of want the hiccups just to see, just to test it for science. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? You watched 28 Years Later last night. So I watched 28 Days Later and was bored shitless. Now it might have been the state of brain I was in at the time, which is definitely a possibility. I went through a very chaotic time of what have you, but I know that 28 Days Later is one of Chunk's favorite movies. And then he liked 28 Weeks Later and then said that 28 Years Later is excellent. So there's kind of part of me that wants to go back and watch 28 Days Later, 28 Weeks Later, and then go and see 28 Years Later. Just to see if it was like the state of mind that I was in, because I can't remember anything about it. So it wasn't good enough to maintain its presence in my mind. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? 1 year sig free coffee? Fucking hell, congratulations, friend. Genuinely, congratulations, Coffee Talk. That's fucking legendary. Congratulations. I mean that from the bottom of my fucking soul. That is really, really good. I know they say that the first year is the hardest to get through. Do you know what I mean? Oh my lordy, ladies and gentlemen, and all gents outside and between, delve deep into your bits of popcorn and throw them at the Raiders, throw them at these cheeky devils. Look at these people coming in here. I mean, really, could you even imagine? Good lord, yes, this raid is about me. I'm so vain. I think this raid is about me. I do. It is. Fuck everything. How you doing, you beautiful raiders? Welcome on in, you cheeky little devils. Let me say hello to you all because I'm that kind of mindset. Do you know what I mean?
Airtight tentacle daddy. Please. I am hentai.
Welcome on in, raiders. Welcome on in, raiders. If you don't know who I am, which you might do because I'm in Ellie stream quite a bit. So you might well know who I am. But if you don't, you've just been thrown in at the deep end, all right? Some flavor for tonight for the Raiders. Yeah, there it is. There it is, right there. Fucking hell. Rebel Nay, how you doing? Royal Navy, Darazan, Next Zebra, how you doing, you beautiful individuals? Starship Swifty, excuse me. Jaguar ENX, Bang, how you doing? Bigger on the inside. I am also bigger on the inside. I've also got a TARDIS anus. It just seems to be one of those things. Do you know what I mean? Chunky Bits, hello you beautiful being. Goat Smile, hello you glorious individual, and all you beautiful lurkers. Welcome on in, you cheeky little devils. As you may have guessed, we are very much an 18+ channel here. So 2 things you need to know about this channel. 1, you're not allowed to apologize. Instead of saying sorry, try saying thank you. Instead of saying sorry, I'm late, say thanks for waiting. Instead of saying sorry, I'm such a burden, say thanks for being there for me. It'll make you a much more positive individual. 2, if you're under the age of 18, I have to ask you to leave. I've got to ask you to leave, for I'm a colossal filth wizard. And we talk about making people airtight hentai daddies. Cthulhu just taking me from every fucking orifice. You know what I mean? That's where we're at. That's where we're at. That's the kind of standard existence in our capable ways. How you doing there, Rebel Nay? How's it going? Were you I just saw that you were doing art. Were you doing D&D miniatures again today, friends? Were you doing D&D miniatures? Please announce yourself if you are under the 18, because we need to help you grow up a bit before you can come back. Yeah, exactly. We need to help you grow up by banning you until you're 18. And then you're out. A TARDIS anus. What a wondrous gift you have. Yeah, you should see it. It's got a swimming pool in there and everything. It's fucking wild. What can I say? I'm just like time traveling through the medium of my sphincter. Okay. Ah, shit. One of these days, I'll remember that I can actually not say the things that are in my head. I can actually say that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Friends from my stream, if you don't know Rebel Nay, aka Ellie, the glorious, the beautiful, the happy-go-lucky scamp of an individual who I love very, very, very dearly, you should go over and click that cheeky little follow button. You should. They do D&D painting of miniatures. They do cooking streams, all like vegan delicatessens. And they do a whole load of talking about a whole load of different subjects and bits and pieces. Very, very supportive, very cozy, very beautiful community they've got going on over there. Also, a little bit filthy. Little bit filthy. but in the cutest ways. Not in like my ways, which is like bottom of the fucking barrel, down in the gutter shit. They do it in like an adorable way, which is hilarious to watch. All right. All right. So go do the thing. Go click on that cheeky little follow button. How you doing, Ellie? How's it going? You're on a 3 stream in a row streak. You've just been streaming. You shouldn't be streaking all over the place. Good Lord. How quickly did you get out your clothes? Running around all over the place. Given how fucking cold it is outside. Probably nipples like bullets and everything. Jesus. Good Lord. Calm yourself. Calm yourself. Calm yourself. Ooh. Thank you very much, Rebel Nate. You're beautiful being doing painting some more D&D miniature. Were you back on the dragon again, or are you doing something different? You're doing something different. By the way, all you beautiful raiders, if you need to disappear off, if you need to go grab a snappy treat, a delightful beverage, please go and do what you need to do. I appreciate your attention. Really, really appreciate your attention. But at the same time, I understand that you've all got lives, and those lives have to come before my excessive ego. Do you know what I mean? We're just reminiscing over the weekend because I had a very, very chaotic and busy one, and I fucking loved it. It was great. I was hosting a cabaret show last night that was raising money for charity. We were raising money for a charity called Doctors Without Borders. The MSF is the official name, but the slogan they go by is Doctors Without Borders. So they send medical doctors out into war-torn countries and epidemic countries and natural disasters and stuff, anywhere where medical facilities have struggled and they've had an issue with, or what have you. Maybe they've been bombed, or they've fallen down due to earthquakes, or what have you. And they send doctors out to give medical aid to those areas. And they go all over. There you go. Medicine Sans Frontiers is officially. Doctors Without Borders is the English translation. Thank you very much, Rich. But yeah, they raised about £1,600 last night for this show. So £1,600 to go towards funding, because from what I heard yesterday from the guy that was telling us all about it, they don't take any money from any government officials or anything like that, because if they take money from governments, then that could affect their neutrality. So they just were like, right, we're gonna take money from donations and people and stuff like that, which is fucking excellent. Absolutely fucking excellent. Painting the dragon, also painted a barbarian woman and a mushroom.
It's a raid.
I see how it is. Oh my lordy, more raids. How's it going? Very quickly, just 1 second, raiders. Safi Pie, hello you beautiful being. Can I get a shout out to Safi Pie? I saw Safi yesterday. Safi came and saw me doing a show. It was fucking ace. Ladies and gentlemen and all gents outside between, delve deep into your pits of popcorn and throw them at the raiders, throw them at these cheeky devils. Look at these people coming in here. I mean, really, good Lord. How's it going, Lunicorn? How you doing, you beautiful individual? Hello, you cheeky devil. What were you up to today? What were you doing? What were you doing? Welcome on in. Thank you so much for bringing our beautiful people here. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, you cheeky little devil. Friends from Lunicorn stream, if you're new here, I've just done this because we just got raided by the wonderful Rebel Nay, and now we got raided by the wonderful Lunicorn. If you're new here, 2 things you need to know about this channel. 1, you're not allowed to apologize. Instead of saying sorry, try saying thank you. Instead of saying sorry, I'm late, say thanks for waiting. Instead of saying sorry, I'm such a burden, say thanks for being there for me. It'll make you a much more positive individual. 2, if you're under the age of 18, you need to leave, because I talk a lot of shit, and in the most disgusting and gross kind of ways. Do you know what I mean? It's definitely going to pollute your ears if you're under the age of 18. So if you're under the age of 18, disappear off. Come back when you're 18, we'll have a good laugh. But until that point, I cannot be corrupting you, all right? It's not okay. Not all right. Not all right. How was your stream, Lunicorn? What did you get up to? Are you doing some Fallout 76? How was it? Was it great? I was supposed to carry on Song of Horror, but then we got talking about how chainsaws came into existence, and then ended up talking about the post-apocalyptic shovel weapons, so played Fallout 76 instead. Entirely fair. Entirely fair. The way that chainsaws, the origin story of chainsaws is terrifying. Like, actively fucking terrifying. What the fuck? Oh my god. Oh my god. Friends of ours, you know Lunicorn. Lunicorn's here all the time. She's wonderful and spectacular. Plays a large variety of games. Also does some crafty stuff with like crochets and bits and pieces. And you should go over and click that cheeky little follow button. You should go do that thing as well. Do you know what I mean? I was mind blown. Did you not know Lunacon? I'm sure we've talked about it before. On the stream strameries or what have you. How you doing, Safi Pie? I'm glad that you got home safe. I did get your message, but yeah. Thank you for the entertainment last night. It was absolutely wonderful. I'm so glad that you turned up. I was shocked. I was like, what? I see you on the other end of the screen. What is going on here? But it was an absolute pleasure meeting you in the flesh, as it were. In the flesh. Exactly. I was deep fisting a cheesy chip wrap. I wasn't actually, Safi. I was stood in the cold with young teenagers who were absolutely off their face drunk, and then trying to explain to parents that I wasn't following their teenagers around. Oh, Jesus. It was a trip. But after that, I did go back and absolutely I tested my gag reflex with how quickly that cheesy chip wrap went into my face. It has to be said. All right. Should you Google it? How chainsaws came about? No, Tinks. You shouldn't Google it. It depends how curious you are. All right. Let's just say, Tinks, that the chainsaw was invented for a medical procedure. Okay. If you want to go any further than that, it's up to you. Okay. Auntie Val looking out for the youth of the day. Well, I jumped in my car, and then I got a call off Killer Queen Rach, who's in chat now, and was just like, "Hey Val, are you on your way?" And I was like, "No, I can park up. That's fine." He was like, "Can you come help us, please? We have a drunk girl on the floor." And I was like, "Okay, no worries." When you said drunk girl, by the way, Rach, I was expecting like a mid-20s person, somebody in their mid-20s. I was not expecting a 15-year-old at all. So I was like, "Yep, park straight back up, wander around, get all sorted." It was an entire experience. How's it going, Kazam? How you doing, you beautiful bean? Do you know what? I should probably explain that now. Okay. I should probably explain that now because I've just set up a whole load of different things and I feel like I need to explain them now. All right. So I wasn't looking for people who needed medical help. I was trying to go home. Lizzie spotted the drunk girls. I can understand that. Entirely. All right. So I park up my car and Rach puts on her location and it's like, "I'm here." And I was like, "Cool. It's only around the corner in this park," which is like a big fuck off field and next to like a roundabout or what have you. And so I wander down and I see them like crouched down on the floor and I'm like, fucking hell, has she fallen over? What's going on? What's happening? And I go up and I see these two children, a 15-year-old and what I later found out was a 14-year-old. And the 15-year-old was comatose drunk in the recovery position, thanks to Rach, surrounded by various colored vomit and was fucking freezing, just absolutely out of it. And her friend was on a tablet trying to ring a guardian, being like, "It's all," I didn't realize that she was such a lightweight. And I'm like, how much the fuck have you drunk? Because I know I have been in this position when I was 15 years old and it wasn't like a couple of Alco Pops. That's like half a bottle of vodka. Do you know what I mean? This is a significant amount of alcohol that you have consumed in order to be this level of drunk. So we were trying to get hold of the drunk girl's guardian. And then we were getting, as time was going on, it was obviously getting, it was like, okay, she's been on the floor for like 15 minutes now. She's really fucking cold. The drunk girl took her big puffy, not the drunk, the other teenager took a big puffy jacket off and was like wrapping her in it and what have you. And then I took my jacket off and was like, "Hey, 14-year-old child, take this jacket because you're in a tiny short sleeve top and we can't have you getting hypothermia as well." And she was like, no, it's fine. And I was like, "Don't argue with me, child. Take my jacket and put it on, please." And she was like, "Okay, put it on and what have you." And I was like, "Whereabouts does like your guardian live?" Do you know what I mean? As Rach was with her friend and they were like, you were doing a full mouth sweep at one point. She was out of it. Yeah. Exactly. Just getting rid of all, making sure that she's not going to choke on anything or anything like that, you know. And I was just like, "Okay, well, how's this going?" And I turned around to the guy and I was like, "Right, whereabouts do you live?" And they were like, "Oh, we just live up there. We just live up there." And I was like, "Right. So why don't I go with you and we'll go down and knock on the person's door, knock on this person's guardian's door, all right? and then we'll see if we can get them to come down and sort it all out before the ambulance gets here, because we're ringing an ambulance because at the moment the Guardian's not responding. So, you know. So I wander up this dark street with a 14-year-old girl wearing my jacket, trying to talk to her about how, like, this is a good learning lesson. This is a scenario where you can, like, you know, learn not to drink quite so much. Start to pace yourself. Don't try and impress each other. Let's talk about the dangers of alcohol in a way that you're actually gonna fucking understand, because you're 15 and therefore never gonna listen to an adult, you know? We go up this street, and then she turns down this alley that is dark. Like, one fucking street lamp in the entire fucking alley. And I'm like, you live down here? And she was like, yeah, this is the back entrance into the block, like the housing block that we all live in. And I was like... And at this point, I went, I'm a 38-year-old man walking with a 14-year-old child in the middle of the night, and nobody around here knows who I am. So I was like, just taking a quick step further away from the little girl, keeping a nice distance between us, you know, keeping an eye, making sure everything, keep the conversation, but just taking that little step a little bit further away, just to make sure that everyone could see that we were separate. Do you know what I mean? It's a trap. Felt that way. Felt that fucking way. Not gonna lie to you, Bang. Felt that way. Wandered down. She goes up to the thing. He puts a code. As she goes up to her front door, or the front door of the block of flats or something like that, there's a woman in the window that's doing some washing up and looking down at us. And I'm like, I look up being like, I'm going to smile at this woman to be like, hey, how you doing? You all right? How's it going? I am not a threat to this 14-year-old child. I am keeping my distance. It's all good and dandy. She is wearing my jacket, but that's because it's cold outside. We go upstairs to this. She just opens the door into somebody's flat, and then he's calling out this person's guardian. He's like, hey, we need to go. Obviously, she's a 14-year-old girl who's drunk, so she's pissed and panicking because she's like, oh my God, there's an ambulance. We're going to do these things. How's it going to go? I'm going to get in so much trouble, blah, 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 blah. All the things that are going through her head, and I'm like just stood there in this stranger's front doorway just being like, covered in makeup. I was in show clothes. I was in clothes that I'd just been doing a show in. Being like, hey, how you doing? How's it going? And they were like, look, as he turned around the corner, sees me. He's like, what the fuck is going on? And I was like, don't worry, my friends are with her. She's she's okay. There is anything. They've called an ambulance. What the fuck's she doing calling an ambulance for? Well, she's been on the floor for 20 minutes in a comatose state. She might have a little bit of hypothermia in this weather, and she's absolutely off her gourd drunk. Well, no need to fucking call an ambulance then, fucking pricks. And I was just like, I disagree with you because you weren't answering your phone. So what other choice did we have? Oh, fucking hell. Well, get in the car then, fella. All right, I'll jump in the car. At that point, the woman from the window, the 14-year-old girl, had run off with my jacket, had run off down the dark alley to go back to her friend, because she was like, if the ambulance gets there, I need to be in the ambulance with my friend. I need to be there for her in the way that teenagers tend to be. And I was like, as we were walking up, he was like, I need to be there for her. And I was like, the medical professionals will know what to do. They are medical professionals. This isn't the first teenager they'll have seen blackout drunk, I can guarantee you that, because I was one of them when I was your age, all right? Don't you worry about that. Fucking ran off with my coat, down back to her friend, back to where Rach was. And I was like stood while the Guardian and this other woman from the block of flats were running around getting coats and stuff on. And I was like, well, I'm going to stand here and wait for them, because the little girl knows where her friend is, but they gave no real description as to where they were going. So I'm going to stand here and wait for these adults so that I can guide the adults to their child. Do you know what I mean? Get in the fucking car then, fella. All right, okay, yeah. I'll jump in the back of your car. And I was like, okay, so I'm like, what the fuck are you doing calling an ambulance? What the fuck are you doing calling an ambulance? I'm like, there's a good chance she's got hypothermia. There's a really good chance she's got hypothermia, given the fact that she's been on the fucking floor as long as she has, and the fact that alcohol lowers your blood sugar, like your body temperature and stuff like that. You know, there's a good chance. So we're making sure that medical professionals get an opportunity to look at her, and if it turns out that everything's fine and dandy, you'll get to go home with her. No issues at all. But, you know, you weren't answering your phone at midnight with a 15-year-old out in the park on a bench, pissed out of fucking God. Pull up the car. I jump out. She's fucking panicked. This woman's panicking, being like, no, it's all right. I'll take it. Trying to...
You little stalker.
Thank you so much for the follow, you beautiful being. Your name is extremely appropriate right now. I'm not going to call you out because I don't call out lurkers, but your name is very appropriate. She was choking when the ambulance got there, so she definitely needed the attention. Yeah, okay, that's fair. We saw the ambulance as we were pulling up in the car, and, like, obviously, there was a lot of things. It's appropriate for most situations. Carried away. That was exactly what was going on here. That was exactly what was going on here. People were getting carried away like nobody's business. Welcome on in, you beautiful being. Thank you so much for the follow. So, we pulled up. Ambulance there, paramedics looking after this girl, doing all the bits and pieces, talking stuff. Woman gets out. Oh no, don't worry about it. Don't worry. I've got it. I've realized that the adverts have just started as well, so I'm gonna put a momentary pause on the next bit of the conversation until the adverts are over, while I try and catch up with chat a bit, friends. But yeah, it was a bit of a roller coaster. Bit of a roller coaster there, you know. But it was panicky, as I was like, I'm a 38-year-old man. And there's a 14-year-old little girl walking beside me. A 14-year-old little girl that I don't know. And nobody around here knows me because I'm not from this city. Do you know what I mean? I was just like... that whole, it's a trap. And we had a poll in chat. You have to do, sorry. The results of the poll. The poll was the best reflective object. We had latex, PVC, other, Val's forehead, jewelry, puddle in summer, or mirror. So we had 33% for both fabrics and Val's forehead. How dare you? All right. My solar panel of love. Okay. This sweet, sweet solar panel of love. How dare you? Then 17% for jewelry. 8% for puddle in summer and a mirror.
Yeah, you subscribe.
Good Lord. Good Lord. Wild Annie. Hello, you beautiful being. I did see you in chat. Can I get a shout out for Wild Annie, please? Coming in with the Prime for 11 months, you cheeky devil. How's it going, Authentic Cat? How you doing? Wild Annie, I should now inscribe your name on the mirror vein. Look, people go check out my dear friend Wild Annie. If you like variety content, and I do mean the largest type of variety content, then you'll love Wild Annie. They play fucking everything. Every genre of game there has ever been known to human species, they play. All right? And I thoroughly enjoy popping over there. In fact, I'm looking forward to... there's a very good chance, you know, when Twitch do their roundups and what have you, I feel like Wild Annie is going to be one of my top watched streams, because so many mornings I just wake up and I'm like, well, Annie's on. All right, I'll have a cup of tea and just pop in and have a look, you know. Wild Annie, your name is now inscribed on the mirror vein. By having your name on the mirror vein, it means you get access to my personal Snapchat. Not a bum Snapchat, you cheeky devil. And of course, you get access to all those sexy little emotes. But the most important thing is you got to roll over every morning, look in the mirror, and go, God, I look rough. But god damn, do I make rough look good. Ooh, sexy. Ooh, yes, meow. You know? Whoop, yeah, there we go. Zooty booty. I love the way you waited for me to put the big heavy mirror down. Coming in with the Prime for two years, Zooty booty. 2 years. Thank you so much for using your Prime here. You could use it anywhere and you choose to use it here, and that means the world to me. I've inscribed your name upon the mirror vein as well. By having your name upon the mirror vein, it means you get access to my personal Snapchat, not a bum Snapchat. Of course, you get access to all the sexy little words, but the most important thing is you can roll over every morning, look in the mirror and go, God, do I look rough? But god damn, do I make rough look good? Ooh, sexy. Ooh, yes, meow, you know? Welcome back from the ads, friends. You haven't missed anything. I paused the story so that you could all continue on with us, all right? So TLDR, for all those people that have just joined us, after the show on Sunday, was about to go home, got a phone call from Rach saying, hey, we found drunk girls.
Panda to my ego. Panda to it.
W100 bits. Just wanna see how that sounds.
W100. W100. Ladies and gentlemen and all genders outside between, delve deep into your pits of popcorn and throw them at the raiders, throw them at these cheeky devils. Look at these people coming in here. I mean, really, could you even imagine? Who do they think they are? The absolute audacity, the scandal, the preposterousness. Good lord. Eris Ptolemy coming in here, you cheeky little devil. Thank you very much for bringing all your beautiful people here. How you doing, you glorious bean? How's it going? You've come in mid-story, and you're very lucky because I was about to do a TLDR of what had happened so far, and if you'd have missed that, that would have been it. That would have been it. Gone. Done. Done and dusted. How you doing? What are you up to today? We doing more of The Witcher today, perhaps? More of The Witcher going on, perhaps? You're doing some Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Or Odyssey. Yes, like Abe's Exodus. It was like Abe's Exodus, but slightly more murder. All right? That's what I've heard. It's like a remake of Abe's Odyssey, but with a little bit more murder. That's what I've heard. You know what I mean? Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Abe's Odyssey, same thing, really. Really. People from my stream, as always, go and check out the glorious Eris Ptolemy. They're wonderful. They're spectacular. They share their wonderful community over with us all the fucking time. Most of you know Eris anyway, because Eris is a wonderful member of this community. He's here all the time. And if you already know Eris and you don't follow them, what the fuck? What the fuck? Come on now. What the fuck? Right? I'm Bit Raya. How you doing, you beautiful being? How you doing? Friends, if you're new here, two things you need to know about this channel. One, you're not allowed to apologize. Faux pas, individuals, faux pas. Instead of saying sorry, try saying thank you. Instead of saying sorry, I'm late, say thanks for waiting. Instead of saying sorry, I'm such a burden. So thanks for being there for me and make you a much more positive individual. Two, if you're under the age of 18, I have to ask you to leave. I've got to ask you to leave, for I am a colossal filth wizard, and I don't want to be corrupting the ears of the young. Speaking of the ears of the young, we are mid-story time, where I'm talking about what happened on Sunday night. Yes, last night, after we finished the show. So I did a big show yesterday. I'm doing the TLDR, all right? Stream keeps freezing. I am dropping no frames. So everything is fine my end. Yeah, everything's fine my end. Or it certainly should be. Not freezing for you? Okay. Okay, yeah, all fine here. Smooth as butter. Fine for me today, but it was terrible yesterday. Yeah, the Twitch has been a bit weird recently. No issues here. Chunky Bits, how you doing? Fine here. Okay, probably my work Wi-Fi. Confound it! Work Wi-Fi! The bastards. Could also be the work banning the joys of Twitch, you know, listening to my sultry tones, okay? Seems fine for me. Brilliant. Thank you so much, everybody. Appreciate you all saying so we know where we can slowly but surely identify the problem. So, the TLDR. Did a wonderful show, charity show, cabaret on Sunday where I was hosting. We raised loads of money for an amazing cause. Absolutely fantastic. Was about to go home. Was about to jump in the car, brum away. Got a phone call from Killer Queen Rach, who's in the chat, who was the producer of the cabaret, and was like, hey, Val, could you park up and come and help us? Because we've got a drunk girl who's comatose here. And I was like, yeah, no worries. Parked up. Got their location, walked down to them, found two teenagers, one 14-year-old who was up and about, one 15-year-old who was down on the floor in the recovery position, surrounded in vomit. The 14-year-old took her jacket off, put it over her friend. I gave my jacket, oh, cheeky. I gave my jacket to the 14-year-old being like, put this on because it's fucking freezing out here. And she was like, no, I'm fine. I was like, don't argue with me, child. Just do it. And she was like, okay. Then I went with the 14-year-old to go and find the address of the 15-year-old to try and find guardians or what have you, to let them know about the situation and what have you. Naturally, took me down some fucking sketchy back alleys, and I immediately felt very awkward as I, a 38-year-old man covered in fucking show gear because I'd just done a cabaret, was walking down a very dark back alley towards a housing block with a 14-year-old girl. I can honestly say I have never felt so unsafe in my entire fucking life. I felt fucking horrible. I was like, just smiling at neighbors being like, hi, hello, I'm here. It's me, a stranger, just so that everyone's aware. I'm not trying to hide anything. Hello. You know what I mean? So yeah, so got to the house, grabbed thingies, got in their car, drove down. By the time we got there, the ambulance was already there. Paramedics were looking after the 15-year-old. There was a bit of a kerfuffle with the guardian who was like, no, I'll just take her. Yeah, exactly. All of the witnesses, exactly authentic car. Exactly. And so they were like, I'll just take her. And the paramedics were like, why don't we just like warm her up inside the ambulance first? Let's just take a moment, we'll warm her up inside the ambulance, see how we get on, what have you. So she got on the ambulance and it turns out the woman that was with her, the woman that was at the window washing her fucking pots and what have you, that I smiled at being like, hi, was the mother of the 14-year-old that had gone with me and what have you. So she was obviously telling her daughter off, being like, I'm so fucking angry. What the actual fuck? What are you doing drinking this amount at this fucking time? What the fuck? And me and Rach and the friend that we were with was like, hey, this, turning around to the 14 being like, this next bit is gonna suck like nobody's business because you are in trouble. You have done fucking wrong things, but this is a great experience for learning. This is a great experience to take this shit on board and learn from this experience so that you don't make these mistakes in the future. Do you know what I mean? And to be fair, the mother that was the mother of the 14-year-old was actually very, very amenable to what we were saying. She seemed like quite a nice woman, and she was just like struggling with this 14-year-old who was delightfully unruly, as 14-year-olds tend to be. Do you know what I mean? But I did say to her, I did turn around to her and I was like, hey, I just wanted to say that I hope I didn't scare you too much as I came down to your back door following your 14-year-old daughter. And she was like, yeah, I have to say, I did look down out the window and I was like, oh, that's our insert name of child here. And I didn't recognize the jacket she was wearing, so I was a little bit confused. And then you looked up at me and smiled, and I was like, what the fuck is going on here? And I was like, yeah, I can fully appreciate how that looked. I can fully appreciate how that looked, but I was trying to make sure there was plenty of distance so that, like, just everything's all above board. And she was like, no, I get it, and I really appreciate what you've done here, like looking out for the girls and stuff like that. But yeah, I was just like, fucking hell. Oh, Jesus. And then at that point, we kind of were like, cool, we're just gonna make our adieus and go, because I got a cheesy chip wrap waiting for me. Do you know what I mean? But it was very much like, oh my god, when you just go into autopilot and you're like, right, this is the right thing to do. The teenager, the 15-year-old who's comatose, is being looked after. There's two people here, one on the phone to the ambulance, one the person that's making sure they're in the recovery position, getting all the bits and pieces. I am at a loose end here because I don't want to move. Like, we weren't sure whether to move her, but she didn't seem like she could be moved at that point. Based on somebody within our little party who has medical experience. So I was like, cool, I'm at a loose end. And I was like, right, where do you live? Okay, you live up there, and that's where she lives. She lives in the same block. Cool. Well, let's make ourselves useful. I'm going to take the 14-year-old girl who's panicking away from the situation so she doesn't make anything worse, and go and try and find the responsible adults for these children. Do you know what I mean? Autopilot. Do the right thing. Let's go. Let's go up. It'll be fine and dandy. You're wearing my jacket, so you're nice and warm. All brilliant. No issues at all. That's great. It was only as we turned the corner from a main street into a dark fucking alley round the back of houses where I was like, oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, how do I make myself more obvious? How exactly, in the words of Authenticator, how do I get all of the witnesses? How do I get all of the witnesses in this situation? Because I need witnesses. I need everyone to know that everything is above board here. Okay? God, it's just like, fuck it. The way my stomach dropped and I was just going in this dark alley being like, oh, shit. Oh, this is, oh, okay. All right, I'm doing the right thing, but Jesus, this is dodgy. And it all worked out fine, which was the important bit. There was a moment of panic with the two adult women who were just like, who the fuck is this guy? And I was like, I'm here doing the right thing is what I'm doing. Oh, Jesus. But yeah, Yeah. The important bit, did I get my jacket back? I did. By the time I got back down to the thingy where the ambulance was and stuff, our friend, not Rach, the other lady that was with us, had taken my jacket from the 14-year-old and given her her own jacket back. So she was in like a poofy jacket that could keep her warm and stuff. So because the paramedics were there and obviously doing their job. So yeah, I did get my jacket back, thank fuck. I was happy about that. That was good because it had my bank card and my car keys and everything in it. So she could have run off and just stolen my shit, but I'm glad she didn't, you know. All fuck is the correct male reaction. Oh, good. Yeah, 100%. It was the right thing I needed to do, but Jesus Christ. It sounds like you were expecting the Pitchfork Brigade to come out. Not necessarily expecting, but you know when there's being a 38-year-old cisgender man walking down a back alley with a 14-year-old girl. Nope. I felt icky just being in that situation. Do you know what I mean? I felt vile being just in the situation. I was like, nope. I don't like this. I don't like this. Oh God, don't like this. This isn't a good thing. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Who is this guy? Valen Vane. Deep as a puddle inside. Oh, never mind. This is not the time for my usual spiel. This is not the time. But yeah. Oh, fucking hell. Fucking hell. You do get yourself into some shenanigans. Yeah, it's because of the fact that we both, you know, me and Rach have got a very similar reaction to these sort of things, and the other lady that was with us were all again have very similar reactions to these things, which is there's something wrong over there. We should just go and make sure everything's okay. Let's just go and make sure that everything's all right over there. Do you know what I mean? Something's going on. Let's just go make sure it's okay. And it was just like, okay. Okay. I see what's going on. Okay. Seems uncomfortable? Yes. But uncomfortable is the right way it should be. I should feel uncomfortable in that situation. And I'm okay feeling uncomfortable in that situation. I would feel more uncomfortable about being comfortable in that situation, you know? Your right response, yeah. Record scratch, freeze frame. Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I got here. Yeah, exactly. Filth Wizard is not the moniker I want in that moment. Exactly that. Exactly that. You did the right thing even if it wasn't comfortable. Oh yeah, 100%. I don't deny, I do not regret a single thing that I did. But you know when you just become really hyper aware of a situation? I was just like, that was that situation where I was like, I am now hyper aware of this situation. I am now hyper aware of how this looks to an outside party. You know? Sounds like you did a great job with the information you had at the time. Yeah, I think so, Safi. And I don't regret it. I think everything that we did was the right reason. And I am very much one of those people that I would very much rather be in a really uncomfortable situation for the right reasons than stay away from the situation and then realize that I could have done something about it. Do you know what I mean? Like something's going on that needs my assistance in some, or my assistance could help in some way, and I'm like, oh well, I don't want to get involved. I don't want to get involved because I'm a cisgender white man. It could be awkward for me. Doesn't matter whether it's awkward for me in that situation. Something like I could help in that situation. Do you know what I mean? So I will happily be awkward in that situation. I will happily go through that fucking shit in order to make sure that that situation is okay. You know? So yeah, but I get it. I understand why it can be difficult. And I've definitely been in situations before where I've been like, I don't know what to do in this situation because I'm a cisgender white man. And I'm like, do I say something? Do I not say something? Do I get involved? Should I get involved? Is it okay for me to get involved? Do you know what I mean? So I've experienced that, the other side of it as well, for sure. For sure. Need to go, but glad here for the tale. Well done the night out. Yeah, thank you very much, Wild Annie. And again, but big kudos, big appreciation to Killer Queen Rach for like addressing the situation and then giving me a call and being like, hey, can you come help? Do you know what I mean? The hero here is very much Rach, definitely not me. All I did was go down and be like, okay, Interesting situation. I'm here for manual lifting if it is required, and walking people back home. Do you know what I mean? This is what I do to my host. Yeah, exactly. Book me for a cabaret. Get me to save drunk teenagers. Woo! Oh, Jesus. Yeah. Other than that, though, the cabaret was great. The cabaret was fucking excellent. All right. It was in this this wonderful bar. They had like a little stage. The crowd was rammed. Everyone was fucking having a wonderful time. They didn't know how to deal with me initially, but they very quickly warmed up to it, which was great. The variety of acts was fucking amazing. There's so many different styles of things. And if you've seen my Instagram, if you've seen my like Instagram stories and stuff like that, then you'll have seen some of the shit that I got dragged into in the best possible way. There was one where they got up Andy, who is the charity guy from MSF, from the Doctors Without Borders, to get up on stage and do like a little thing, which bless him, he was so nervous about. And one of the other acts like grabbed him, did this entire thing, and then roped me involved and was like, yeah, you're getting involved too. And I was like, oh, okay, let's go. Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Good fun all around. Very, very good night. Very, very good night. Wonderful, wonderful evening. And they raised a shitload of money for a great cause. So very, very happy. Very, very happy, you know. I've been in a similar situation with my niece when when my niece was 17 and her friends were drinking. She called me to make sure that they all got home. Yeah, for sure. Super uncomfortable. Made sure they were safe. Yes, 100%. 100%. Other girls learned something positive from this and are okay. I think that they will... I hope so too. I would like to think that they at the very least have hangovers and they need to process through the drama that caused. I hope there's a little bit of apprehension next time they go out to get absolutely mortaled on a park bench, being like, okay, let's just not drink quite so much alcohol because I don't want to be in that situation ever again. I don't want to be in a situation where we've got ambulances and there's strangers taking me down back alleys in order to get us home. Do you know what I mean? Like, I hope that... Yeah, exactly. Harm reduction. Because at the end of the day, they're 15-year-olds. They're 15-year-olds. They're going to get smashed. I know what I was like when I was 15. I was exactly like them. I was going out to fucking parks and I was getting absolutely annihilated. I never got comatose drunk, but I definitely had friends that were. So, yeah, I literally looked at these two teenage girls and was like, this is how I was. This is how I was 25 years ago, you know? So, I hope that it just gives them that little lesson of being like, right, okay, let's just ease off on this stuff. Do you know what I mean? It was such a great show. Would recommend people attend these shows if they can. Oh, Safi, thank you so much. I was so fucking happy when I turned around. Literally went to the bar to get a drink just before the show started, and Safi tapped me on the shoulder, and I was like, "What? Hello? How you doing? Oh my god! Big hugs. We've been friends for 4 years and never met in person. Well, shit. You come down to one of my shows. Do the time warp with me. It was great. It was great." That was definitely the highlight of my evening, doing the curtain call and then doing a song at the end that all of the audience danced to. That was fucking excellent. That was excellent. Really enjoyed that. Do you know what I mean? How do you do 5p 10p with a triangle? Good question. Oh my god. Right, I'm gonna whip down from in the chat, friends, because I am so fucking far behind now that I've gone off on one and started chatting about shits and giggles and all the stuff that we got up to over the weekend. That was do you know what? That was the second night of a peculiar ending to the night, because on Saturday night we'd gone out for Chunk's birthday. My housemate, classic Chunk, it was his birthday, and he'd had a lock-in in a pub, so they'd closed the shutters at about 7 p.m. and it was just for Chunk and his mates. So we were there, had a few drinks, had a good time, went on to another bar after they all closed up and what have you, had another drink there. I've got a fantastic video of Chunk, because the bar that we went to were having like a Turkish night, which was really, really interesting. Just loads of very cultural Turkish music and like Turkish pop songs and stuff, which was really a very interesting cultural exchange for the slightly drunk person that I was. And then we walked back home in the pissing rain. It was so rainy that my umbrella had soaked all the way through. And there was just a trickle of water going down. I was holding the umbrella like this because the wind was really bad. And it was just trickling down into my fucking hand and then pissing down into my sleeve. And I was just like, this is horrible. This is fucking miserable. It was so rainy, I didn't even want a cheesy chip wrap. All right? Didn't even want a cheesy chip wrap. It was bloody ridiculous. Then I woke up all fucking snotty and horrible and just shivering because I woke up being like, I am cold to my very bones. And I don't understand why, because I've been in a very warm bed all night.
That's good, because I have a triangular anus.
It's true. It's true. It's true. It's true, Stupedia. Thank you very much for the 200 little pandering, you cheeky little devil. I do indeed have a triangular anus. We were talking about the triangular anus earlier. We were talking about that earlier. How you doing, buddy? How's it going? Yeah, we're just regaling the tales of the weekend. Regaling the tales of the weekend, you know? Okay, we had all those bits. Hey, Lazana coming in with the 5 streams in a row, you cheeky little devil, you. Streaking away. Today, Twitch was bad for me. I know it's Twitch because no screen is working. Only chat is moving. It might be worth, if you can hear my voice, hey, Lazana, it might be worth going down to the bottom. It'll be your bottom right-hand corner on the screen and like changing the quality down from like 1080p, which is what I broadcast at, down to one of the lower qualities. And that way you lose using less bandwidth, and that might be able to help with being able to see stuff. Although it will end up being quite potatoey if you scale it down far enough. Do you know what I mean? 5-minute crochet Val takeover. Oh my lordy. They're your accountability buddies. Exactly. Milky Hawk. Exactly. Do you know what I mean? And do you know what I have to say? In that situation as well, I very much stood out. So I was like, I am standing out from the crowd here. Very much standing out from the crowd. If anyone sees me, they're going to be able to identify me immediately, which is like a very, very... Normally, I just dress the way I dress because I like to dress this way. Do you know what I mean? But one of the bonuses that comes with dressing the way I dress because I like dressing this way is the fact that I am very easy to remember. And as a result, people, strangers in the world, feel very comfortable coming up to me and being like, hey, can I hang out with you, please? Because there's a creepy guy. Follow me around. I'm like, yeah, of course you can. Of course you can, because I'm very easily identifiable. No issues at all. Can spot me in a crowded room, and therefore if anything bad happens, they're like, oh yeah, it was that guy with the long hair and the fucking makeup and the massive forehead. Do you know what I mean? Where were we? Oh yeah, I have got a... We're talking about the Turkish night that we were at Chunk's thing. I have got a video of Chunk, which I won't show you. I won't show you because I haven't got Chunk's permission to do it because he hasn't seen it yet. But a video of very drunk Chunk dancing to a Turkish birthday song in the last bar we went to before we walked home in the pissing rain, which was fucking brilliant. I literally, as soon as he started dancing, I was like... I was like, I am recording this for posterity. For posterity. And also because I need to send it Chunk. Do you know what I mean? Right, where were we? Yeah, read all those bits. I knew I had the medical bit covered. It was the social side I know I need help with, but yikes. Yeah, I definitely could have done all of the talking in that situation, Rach. I thought you would, like, genuinely, when you rang me and you were like, we've got a drunk girl that's lying on the floor in this park thing, and I was like, okay, I'll park up and be on my way. I was expecting somebody who was like in their mid-20s, and I was like, because when someone says drunk girl to me, I'm like, somebody who's been on a night out and is evidently in their mid-20s. I wasn't expecting a fucking 15-year-old, but I was like, cool. So I'm probably going to get there, and you're probably going to need me to pick them up or something like that. Do you know what I mean? Or throw them in my car. We'll take them back to wherever they live, etc. You know, student era kind of shit. But yeah, in that situation, I was just like, okay, all right. We're not moving her because that's dangerous. Okay. All right. I'm gonna... You there, panicky child. Where do you live? Okay, we're gonna go find your guardians. Let's go. Let's go. Harm reduction, very, very much so. Very much so, yeah. We are one of those lessons that require those proverbial licks. Oh, yeah, 100%. 100%. You learn from your mistakes. The best teachers in the world, are your own mistakes. You learn from your own mistakes better than you ever will from anybody telling you anything. Do you know what I mean? Everything I know in my life, pretty much everything I know in my life has come from the fact that I have been a fucking hazard of a human being. I have made some grave, grave errors in my life. And as a result, I have learned a lot of things, you know? I wonder if they got the don't walk down dark alleys with strangers. Well, the thing is, Milky Pork, it seemed that they lived down that dark alley. That seemed to be like the go-to entrance that they always used. So I was like, oh. Evidently, don't walk down dark alleys with strangers is probably not even on the list because they always need to walk home that way. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? That whole experience is completely foreign to me and I'm trying not to judge. Entirely fair, Authentic Car. I mean, the thing is that rebellion, especially when you're a teenager, nearly every single teenager in the world, not every single teenager, but nearly every single teenager in the world gets to that wonderful point of hormones where they're like, I want to find out where I stand in the world. I've relied on my parents / guardians for most of my life, for better or for worse, and I want to find out where I stand in life. I want to push the boundaries. I want to become myself. I want to be able to stand on my own 2 feet without being associated with the boundaries that have been placed around me. So you get that bit of rebellion, that little bit of rebellion, you know. And in some cases, it comes out in like lashing out. In some cases, it comes out in like trying to please people. In some cases, it comes out in breaking all the rules and going out and getting smashed in the park. I was definitely in the park smashing bits. Do you know what I mean? That was me. I would go out and get fucking mortaled every weekend. Every fucking weekend. And my parents, the thing about my parents is my parents knew, and I fucking love my parents to pieces. My parents knew me well enough to know that it didn't matter what they would say, that I was going to do it. Either I would sneak out and go do it anyway, or they could find a way to guide that. So the rule that I had was I'm allowed to go out to the places I want to go to if my parents can take me there and bring me back. Which meant that no matter what happened, they knew I was safe getting there and I always had a safe journey home. And I really appreciate them for that, because if that hadn't have been the case, fuck knows what would have happened. I would have been in a lot more trouble. I think I would have been arrested quite a few times. So they knew, they saw the assignment and went, yeah, we can't stop him from going out and getting fucking annihilated with his mates because of the kind of person that he is. Headstrong to a fucking fault and desperately hedonist. Like the dopamine ADHD, as we now know, or we don't know, undiagnosed, potentially, maybe ADHD, not entirely sure. Definitely a thrill for the adrenaline and dopamine. Like, I wanted to go out and party all the time. I looked forward to the weekend. I planned like different outfits for the Friday night and the Saturday night, sometimes the Thursday night, sometimes the Wednesday night, depending on where we were going, what we were doing, and what have you. I followed that. I was buzzing for it. Absolutely fucking loved it in every way, shape, and form. And my parents knew that it was like, right, we can either tell him that you're not allowed to do this and try and keep him locked in, keep him grounded, keep him doing bits and pieces, in which case we know what he's like. He's going to find a way out. He's going to break out of the house. He's going to go out anyway, and then we're not going to know where he is. He's not going to want to speak to us. And we won't know where our child is. Or we can negotiate with him and be like, right, you can go to these places, but we're not going to get you in. We're not going to break the law for you, but we will take you to the place and we will bring you back from the place at these exact times. That way, they know that I'm getting there safe and they know that I was leaving safe. And that was the best thing they could have done. The absolute best thing they could have done, because it meant that I had the experiences that I was craving, but I was safe in it. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? 'Tis the season for full water pits. Very much so. Thank you so much for the follow, you beautiful individual. Welcome on in. I don't like to call people out just in case they're lurking. But you're very welcome. Very welcome.
Valen, I've got something nice to tell you.
Why am I immediately suspicious? Oh. Max wattage. 69 months. Nice. That, friends, we need some nices in the chat. We need some nices in the chat for 69 months, max wattage. Wow. Wow, friend. At tier 2 and everything. Where's my tier 2 ink? Too many stuff on my thingies. I shall now inscribe your name on the mirror vein for the 69th time.
Filthy, I tell you.
They're just cleaning each other. They are just cleaning each other. Just cleaning each other. Stop it, you. Max wattage for the 69th time. I've inscribed your name upon the mirror vein. By having your name upon the mirror vein, it means you get access to my personal Snapchat. Not a bum Snapchat, you cheeky devil. And of course, you get access to all the sexy little emotes. But the most important thing is you got to roll over every morning, look in the mirror, and go, God, do I look rough? But God damn, do I make rough look good? Ooh, harra, sexy. Oh, yes, meow. You know? You know? Oh my God, Max. I can't believe it's been 69 months. That is wild. That is wild. Jesus Christ. My God. My God. I haven't even organized the big prize thing yet. I was going to do a special thing for when people get to the 69 months, but it's been such a chaotic fucking year. I haven't managed to do that. So when I do that, I'll drop you a message and I'll get it out to you. All right? I'll get it out to you. I mentioned earlier, but I read a great book last night. Fantasy D&D romance that had a positive masculinity in non-binary characters and normalization of the queer relationships. Paladin's Grace by T. Kingfisher. Was that the one that you put a quotation in the Discord? Authentic? I saw you put like a quote. And you were like, I can't remember what the quote was, but you said this quote and then you were like, okay, Arthur, I'm interested. Or something like that. I saw it very, very briefly before I drove home this morning. Forgot to ask, but I am able to share some very exciting news here. By all means, Eris, what is your exciting news? No load screen, but no sound, of course. And you always watch at 360p or 480. Nothing higher than that. I spend over a decade with poop internet. I know not to go high. Hey, Alexander, that's really fucking shit. I'm genuinely gutted to hear that. I'm genuinely gutted to hear that. Redeem, recommend a party dare. Safi Pie's party dare. Valen has a scheduled weekend off. Should we see when my next free weekend is? Today. Well, this weekend's rammed. Next weekend is the beginning of October, which means the Star Spangled Cabaret and my seminar, which I haven't announced yet. Weekend after, I've got a co-stream, but that was a relatively free one. 17th is Devil's Parlor, which is our Halloween cabaret. And then the movie night on the 19th. 24th, 26th, 24th, 25th, 26th, all rammed. Oh my God, the 30th, I'm in Liverpool. This is October. 30th, I'm in Liverpool. Friday, the 31st, I'm back in Hull. Saturday, I'm in Grimsby. Sunday, I'm in Manchester for gigs. The weekend after, first weekend of November, or second weekend of November, technically, I'm in Leeds. Weekend after that, 13th through to the 16th, got a friend visiting. And then I've got a show on the 15th. 21st, 22nd. Oh, geez, when am I? Oh, right. 21st, 22nd. Those aren't my shows, so I'm going to other shows. They're not my shows, though. That's okay, right? 24th to the 27th, I am away at a castle somewhere, which I haven't put in my diary yet, but I haven't put in the schedule yet. 27th, I'm also going to the Labyrinth Orchestra with Chunk. So my next, like, free weekend is the 28th of November. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Some of those weekends, I'm doing shows that are not my shows. I say some of those. One of those weekends is I'm doing shows that are not my shows. I'm just going to see other people's shows. So that could be a weekend off. Do you know what I mean? Oh my God, Stupedia. Good Lord. Slow down some. Good Lord. What is going on with these party days? God damn it. Tinks, you are safe for now. Well, now I want to know what happens when I'm not safe. What's going on there? Do you know what I mean? Change my make. Oh my good Lord. What is happening here? 11 party days today. Jesus Christ. Talmaline coming in here with the 7 streams in a row. You've been streaking through here, you cheeky little devil, you. Good Lord. It's bloody freezing now. I know when the sun's out, it's bloody roasting, but the moment the sun goes in, it's bloody freezing. God damn it. What the fuck? You understand the developmental phase of children and teens? Of course you will, thank you. You were a teacher, weren't you? Once upon a time. Do the next 5 dare fishes while holding ESP in the air. Oh my God, that is terrifying. That's like one-handed push-ups, Jam Jar. Why would you do this to me? Why would you do this to me? God damn it. Random contacts in your phone. Oh my God. What is going on? What are you doing to me, friends? Danae Raven, how you doing, you beautiful individual? Welcome on in. My upbringing was the bad stuff, so I did not get a rebellious phase and specifically avoided all alcohol. Entirely fair. Entirely fair. I can understand wanting to avoid alcohol in situations like that, for sure. For sure. Used to party on days that ended in Y, and sometimes ones that ended in Y. Yeah. Pub wit. Me too. Me too. Felt like my fucking soul, for sure. All of the nice. Karma Audio, how you doing, you beautiful individual? Welcome on in. Thank you so much for the follow earlier. I really appreciate it. Like I said, don't like to call people out when they're lurking, but now you said nice. I can say thanks. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Midgarder, how you doing, you beautiful individual? Tier 2. Wasn't that the wrong speech? Did I give you the wrong speech? Max Wattage. Max Wattage, did I give you the wrong speech? What the fuck? Do I have to do it again? Okay. Don't worry, we'll edit it out in post, okay? But the most important thing is you got to roll over every morning, look in the mirror, and go, God, I wish I was someone else. Just so I can look at me. Ooh, sexy. Oh, yes, meow, you know? Take 2. Take 2 for tier 2. Uh-huh. I gave them the 1 speech. God damn it. God damn it. Thank you for gigantifying that emo. Why is it so patronizing? Why? Oh, fucking hell. Addled brain. Addled brain. That was the quote one on that. I'm glad. I'm glad that you got it. Do you know what? So I won't say who, but somebody made a very, very good point. We were talking about the questionable gaming point, and they left a comment on one of the videos being like, the more the comment went along the lines of the more I watch these Questionable Game Emporium videos, the more I realize like how little experience some of these game developers have with actual intimacy in the way that they're written. Like, for example, there being no foreplay before any kind of penetrative activities. And it made me realize that it's so bad. Isn't it? It is so bad. It's so bad. It's just like, hey, you're a hunky man. Behold, my vagina. And it's like, oh my God, it makes me cringe. Yeah, it really does. It makes me realize how important it is for game developers to do research. And when I say the word research, I mean, if you're making a not safe for work game, if you're making a sexy, naughty game, all right, read people's fan fictions. Read fan fictions. Read fan fictions. Read lots and lots of different types of fan fictions. Work out how people talk about intimate activities. Work out the process in which these things start rolling in. Start experiencing different ways to get the imagination going, you know? Don't just be like, okay, here we go. The word the whole baby batter. Yeah, that one. I mean, literally, you saw me crack up in that one. They referred to semen as baby batter. And I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. Oh my God. Fucking baby batter. I literally, and normally when it comes to intimate, like the intimate bits of the Questionable Game Emporium, I try and keep the mood. Do you know what I mean? So I'll be like in the zone. All the things, oh, yeah, sexy things. All the things are going on. Oh yes. Oh, it's a lot. Oh, it's tantalizing, glorious. Yeah, you like that, don't you, baby? Girl. Whatever this fucking scenario may be. All right. But that one, when I was like baby batter. Oh my God, they called it baby batter. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Like, I couldn't help myself. Broke character entirely. Immersion gone. Could not help myself. You know what I mean? God damn it. Now, chat, if you want to see bad written sex games, have a look at it. Yeah. Do you know what, Semba? It's made me realize that there's kind of a part of me that wants to write a storyline for a sex game. Purely to show people how it's done. Do you know what I mean? I am not a game developer at all. I just be like, right, message some game developers. Right, okay. I have written a fucking sex game. It is a sex game that actually works. From a sex education point of view, and also an intimate and alluring point of view. Fuck's sake. Do you know what I mean? God damn it. Yeah. Anyway. Where was I? Say I go through the whole thing. Oh yeah, no, I get that whole thing. Absolutely. See you next weekend. Cool. Yes, Lunacorn. Next weekend is so this coming weekend I am at a couple of shows, and then the weekend after, the first weekend of October is when I'm in Sheffield, Lunacon. And we still need to sort out when I'm turning up and where we're meeting and stuff like that. All those bits and pieces. Kieran waves and say good night. See you later, Kieran. Patty bananas. Give my love to Nikki. Van, do I need to force you to take a holiday again? No, we're good. We're all right. I know full well that this is all, like, every year this is the busy part of my year. I know full well that my weekends are going to book up, but I also know that January is super quiet. January is super quiet for streams because nobody has any money, so they're not able to, like, everyone's spent it over the festive period, so it's going to be a quiet stream time because people aren't able to spend money, and there's no judgment there. There is just complete understanding. That is just the way that it works, you know? But also, as a result, people aren't buying tickets to cabarets and stuff because nobody's got any money. So the cabaret scene is quiet. The shows are quiet. Everything's quiet. Midgard are coming in for the 16 months there. Good Lord, you cheeky little devil. Whoop. Let me inscribe your name upon the mirror. Vane. Oh, God, I'm an achy bastard today. Midgard, your name is inscribed upon the mirror vein. By having your name upon the mirror vein, it means you get access to my personal Snapchat. Not a bum Snapchat, you cheeky devil. And of course, you get access to all the sexy little emotes. But the most important thing is you got to roll over every morning, look in the mirror and go, God, do I look rough? But God damn, do I make rough look good? Ooh, sexy. Oh, yes, meow, you know? You cheeky little devil, you. Chat decides on a message posted on Val's social media within reason. Oh my God. Biohazard, hello, you beautiful individual. How you doing? How's the family? How's the famalams? Hope you're keeping well, friend. I know you're ridiculously busy at the moment, so I hope you're just keeping well. It's 9 degrees this frosty morning, but perfect. Not looking forward to the Aussie summer again. Oh God, yeah. I can imagine, me, Garda. Today, it was a really weird one because as soon as you were in the sunshine, I was sweating my tits off. I literally went to the shop earlier today, and I'm in my house. I'm cold. I'm like wrapping up, putting layers and layers on because my boiler's not being replaced till next Tuesday. All right, so there's no concept of central heating here. I mean, not that I'd turn it on anyway because it's fucking September, and I kind of point blank refuse because I'm a stubborn bastard. But there's not even a vision of it. Do you know what I mean? So with the boiler being fixed next Tuesday, I'm like wrapping up, getting my layers on, feeling good about shit, all fun and games, shits and giggles. And then I was like, oh, I'm a little bit hungry and I've got no food in. I'll go and do a shop. Do you know what I mean? Go do a cheeky little shop. That'll be all right. Jump in the car, nip round to the local supermarket and buy some stuff. As soon as I jumped in the car, sweating my tits off. The car was in the sunshine and I was like, fuck me. How was I so cold in the house? And now I am sweating. Managed to get to the shop, all fine and dandy. Shop was all right, regulated temperature. Walked back out into the car park, sweating my tits off. Park up my car, bring all my shopping in, freezing. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? What the fuck is going on? Do you know what I mean? What was the roller coaster this weekend? Danae Raven. So, Friday night played Dungeons and Dragons with some friends, and the best way I can describe the shenanigans that happened that day was my character, who is fucking creepy as shit, as part of our loot, got given what can only be described as violating healing eels. My character loves it. My character's like, fucking game on, violate me, because he's an unhinged fuck. But the idea, from what I understand, it was another magic item that's meant to be like bees or wasps, and they sort of like knit your wounds back together or what have you. But because it was all in like a sea area, the best they could come up with was eels. So now, if any of us get injured, well, I say if any of us, if I get injured, then I let one of the eels out of its little jar, and it violates me consensually and heals me in the process. Eels up inside you, find an entrance where they can. Eels up inside you, find an entrance where they can. Yep, absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. So that explains everything. The fucking 8 hours we played D&D on Friday. Saturday, working all day. And then in the evening, went out to Chunk's birthday party. And got a little bit tipsy and walked home in the fucking pissing rain. It was so fucking cold and wet. So cold and wet. Cold down to my bones. Bones, I tell you. And then all fun and dandy. Good fun. All shits and giggles. Great night at Chunk's party. He looked very, very happy. He was very, very happy, surrounded by people who genuinely fucking gave a shit about him. He was pissed because some of the people didn't turn up because it was raining. But do you know what? Fuck those people. Fuck them. They missed out on a good night because they're afraid of a bit of fucking rain. Jesus Christ. Ridiculous. But we had a great time. And Chunk had a great time, which was the important bit. Then Saturday, woke up, went down my parents, had a shower because obviously our boiler's still broken. Got some bits and pieces done, and then jumped in the car to Harrogate, which is where the cabaret was. Did the cabaret show with some phenomenal fucking performers. Raised, from what we found out earlier today, £1,600, £1,600 for a charity. An amazing charity as well. Very, very good charity. Had a great time with the crowd. Lots of people in the audience were like, who the fuck is this guy? And why does he keep talking? A lot of people in the audience were like, this guy's fucking legendary and we love him to pieces. So it was all over. Genuinely just a fucking good night. And we finished on the time warp. I did say I started fucking badly. Because I sang Man I Feel Like a Woman by Shania Twain. And I can sing that song. It was my go-to karaoke song for fucking ages. But I made the fatal mistake of singing with my full power as opposed to singing with full control. And as a result, it was fucked. It was shit. It was a terrible, terrible performance. But warmed the crowd back up afterwards. And the rest of the show went off without a hitch. The rest of the show was fucking great. Really, really good time. Good laugh. Had a lot of fun. And then finished the night did the curtain call, so I got everyone out on stage, and then changed my white leopard print jacket for a tailcoat, and immediately went into, it's astounding, time is fleeting, madness takes its toll, and then the entire audience were dancing. So I had all of the performers for the curtain call dancing away to the time warp, and all of the people in the audience were all just, let's do the time warp again. Yeah, fucking excellent way to the end of the night. And then we had a couple of drinks, got to socialize, got to meet people, met Safi Pie for the first time, which was fucking excellent. I was so happy that you turned up, Safi. When friends from like Twitch come and say hi, I'm like, oh my fucking god, like it just warms my little cockles, you know. And then did the show, was about to leave, found out there was a drunk 15-year-old, a drunk 14 and a drunk 15-year-old. Dealt with that situation, got back, ordered a cheesy chip wrap, or had a cheesy chip wrap ordered for me, even better. Had the cheesy wrap because it turns out I hadn't eaten anything all of Sunday. Didn't really think about it because I woke up, as I said to you all before, like I woke up and I was cold in my bones. I was fucking freezing in my bones. Hey, Lazana, you go work. Do what you need to do, you beautiful being. Thank you so much for popping by. I appreciate you. And I didn't realize that it had absolutely thrown any kind of appetite out the window. So I was up, I like cold in my bones, got over it, dosed up on fucking painkillers and shit, just like literally cold and flu pills, bottle of iron brew, fucking sweet. Carried on the day. Had a shower, did my bits and pieces, all fine and dandy, jumped in the car, go to Harrogate, go to the show, had some Skittles. When I got there, they very kindly provided treats and snaffly bits behind the in the backstage area in the green room. Had a bag of crisps, and then had a vodka coke, only a single because I was driving. So I was like, vodka coke, sip the vodka coke. Ooh, I've had a bag of crisps and 8 Skittles today. You did get me Twiglets, Rach. You did get me Twiglets. But you can't have Twiglets when you're about to go on stage in front of a crowd full of people and you're sharing your microphone with other people. All right? Twiglets have a certain fragrance about them. And even though they are snaffly treats, okay? Even though they are snaffly treats that I love very, very much, and that entire multi-pack that you bought me, Rach, has gone. Today, I have eaten every single bag of them. Every single fucking bag of them, all right? Because they're fucking delicious. But even though I love them, you can't have Twiglets before you go on stage and do stuff where you're going to be up close and personal with people, because people are going to be like, hey, you smell a Twiglet breath. Twiglet breath. Twiglet breath. I can't have that, all right? I can't have it. I can't have that. Yeah, Safi did grill me on having not eaten. Like, literally went over to Safi in the interval and Safi was like, have you eaten? And I was like, have you drank water? I have water. Have you consumed the water? It's backstage in a bottle ready for me to consume. You should eat. I was like, I will eat. I will eat later. It's all right. I'll do the show first and then I'll eat. Okay. I know because Peachy gives me the same speech. Oh yeah. I can imagine. I never really thought about it. That's the problem. I just didn't think about it until I was there, and it was just like, oh shit, actually I haven't eaten. But the real issue, and it was an issue. The real issue was the fact that I was when I got back after the show, ordered food in, stuck food, like I said, tested my gag reflex with a cheesy chip wrap. Don't neglect the balls. Right? I fucking inhaled it. I really did. Itchy nose. I inhaled the cheesy chip wrap. Very much testing that gag reflex. And as soon as I ate it, I was like, I was fucking out. I was asleep. I was just you know when when you fucking crash so hard, got a meeting to jump into, but like nobody's new. That impression made me spit my drink out. Go do your meeting. Go do your meeting. You take it easy. I appreciate you. Just like full on, like, you know, desperately being like, no, I'm a sword swallower. So I snaffled. And then the fucking comatose hit me, and I was like, and trying to have a conversation and being like, you know, that level of exhaustion just fucking hit me out of nowhere. Yeah, these comatose as a 15-year-old park. Honestly, same vibe. Same vibe, Safi. Absolute same vibe. I think there was a part of my subconscious that looked at the comatose 15-year-old and went, I'm jealous. And I was just like, ugh. So yeah, it fucking, it hit me. The carbs hit my stomach. The carbs and cheese hit my stomach. And my entire body just went, and now you sleep. And I was like, no, I'm in the middle of a conversation. No, you sleep right now. No, I don't want to sleep right now. I'm in the middle. Like, that was my evening. That was my evening. Woke up this morning, fucking shat myself because I'd put, there's a company that I'm going to be going and seeing their, I won't say what type of company or anything what it was, but I'm going to see a facility of theirs, and I'm potentially going to be working with them in the future. I can't really talk about it now, and I had it in my diary that was meant to be today. And I was like, oh, fuck, I'm not in that city. What the fuck? Oh, shit, I have fucked this up. Fuck, how am I going to get there? I don't have any of the stuff with me. I'm going to have to go back home, grab the stuff, go to the thingies, messaging the people, being like, oh my God, I'll be there as soon as possible. I can do all these things. Like I'll be there. Don't worry, I'll be there. I need to drive back from Harrogate first. And then I got a message from them being like, but we organized that for a different date. And I was like, did we? Oh no, we did do that. We had rescheduled it to a more opportune date for everyone involved, and I hadn't taken the penciling out of my diary. So I woke up shitting myself, being like, fuck, I'm meant to be in this facility with this company that I'm meant to be working with in the future potentially. Oh, fuck. And I'm glad that it was rearranged, but it was just that, you know, that moment of, oh my fucking God, oh shit, I need to get, oh fuck. And it turns out it was not the situation at all. Not the situation at all. It was all good. It was all working. You know what I mean? Right, where was I? Yeah, Baby Batter was a pretty fucking awful one, right? Behold, My Vagina sounds like an awesome band name. Yeah, it does. Yeah, I can work with that. Hello, we're Behold, My Vagina. And there's my pickup line. Behold, my vagina. First part of this sentence my ex actually said to me once. Behold. I can work with that. I've definitely used the word behold before. You know, when you're a little bit drunk and you burst into the room, erection standing proud, spindly goblin cock, full spring, and you go, behold. And they go, yeah. Don't break eye contact. That's the answer to that. Don't break eye contact. Just like full on. Swan on in. Behold! You know? Exactly like that. Exactly like that. Don't need anything more than that, right? In book I read, the FMC goes on a tangent in her head and comes up with male syrup. Male syrup is definitely better than baby batter. For sure. Imagine the middle of Tesco's among the bread, eggs, and chocolate. Behold, you're a big hunky man, and I am a scurvy, sexy woman. Have my vagina. If you don't read that in the exact tone of voice of, fuck, what's his name? Behold, you are a big hunky man, and I am a scurvy, sexy woman. Have my vagina. Matt Berry, exactly. Thank you, Sappy Pie, for bailing me out there. Matt Berry's, the way that Matt Berry's intonation of stuff makes everything better, right? I know what you mean, though. After watching a lot of Questionable Game Emporium stuff, I do think that I could write a good script for a sexy PC game. Oh, Max, honestly, having played so many, you do get the occasional not safe for work game that is genuinely well written. But I would say that 90% of them are dire. So bad. And Biohazard, I'm glad the family's doing well. I'm very glad the family's doing well. I'm doing all right, thank you very much, buddy. Fucking exhausted, shattered, but busy times ahead, you know. Like I said, I've got a free weekend at the end of November, so we're all right, okay? Right, next Tuesday, next Tuesday is when they're getting the boiler fitted for sure. Sound by right weather for shenanigans, right? Definitely a case of heels up inside you. Heels up inside you. Oh my god. You bastards, alright. Love this, go chunk with the rest. He doesn't need them. Yeah, exactly. Too right. Too fucking right. Now I have to jump to the left. Exactly. That, honestly, having done a one-man Rocky Horror Show where I literally did all bar 3 of the songs and played every single character, the hardest song to sing of all of them, including Touch Me, was the Time Warp, because it has so many different tones in there, so many different ranges, so many different tones. You've got riff rap, hello, magenta, yes, Columbia with a very nasal, I was walking down the street just having a thing. The criminologist, it's just a jump to the left. And then the chorus, let's do the time warp. Oh, pen in the fucking hoop, that song. But it is a good one. Everyone loves it. Everyone loves it. Just Demona coming in with the 5 streams in a row. You've been streaking through here. Go. Oh no, that was Alisana. Welcome on in, you beautiful bean. Hope you're not getting too cold. The temperature is popping down now. Do you know what I mean? Making note for the next show to remind you to eat ahead of the show. Probably a wise decision, to be fair, Rach. Probably a wise decision. Oh, she's gone. She's in a meeting. Of course she is. I mean, you can just won't be very popular with the other performers. That is very true. That is very, very. I don't want to do that though. I would hate that. I would fucking hate that. Someone had like a fucking onion sandwich or what have you, and then I had to share a microphone with them. Oh, good lord. Peer diagnosed ADHD. Yeah, I've definitely got that, I think. All my peers here, my neurodiverse peers, absolutely diagnosing me with ADHD. For sure. For sure. I was thinking about the cheesy chip wrap the entire night after you talked about it. It's because cheesy chip wrap is the greatest thing. Think about it. All right, for those people that don't know, because I realize that I say it as if it's just an automatic thing that everyone should know about. All right, fries. All right, like French fries. We're not talking like big chips. We're not talking about potato chips. We're talking French fries. French fries. All right, covered in mozzarella cheese. In a fajita. Wrapped in a fajita. Carbs, cheese. Nom, 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 nom. I personally like a little bit of tomato ketchup in there. Little hint of tomatoey goodness. Nom, 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 nom. Carbs comatose. All right, done. How you doing, Monster Minx? How's it going? What an odd place to pop in. Welcome to 90% of the conversations we have. You know this better than most. You've known me for a very long time. When are the conversations ever hinged? Do you know what I mean? Ever hinged. Do you at least helicopter a bit? No, I don't helicopter. What do you take me for? Some uncouth rapscallion? Some common riffraff that would wander in off the street? I am a man of class and dignity. When I bound into a room like a wanton gazelle and brandish my spindly goblin cock at full erection, waving and dead-eyeing someone and going, behold! There is no helicopter, a bit of a booty wiggle, so they know I've got a little bit of rhythm going on. You know? Making sure they know I got the rhythm. Keep time with whatever background music we got going on. But no helicoptering. Might as well say things like baby batter in that scenario. Good Lord. I would ruin it by laughing hysterically. I would still dead-eye you. Woo. Right. Curvy. Did I say scurvy? That's hilarious. Even better. Scurvy. Miss Coco Bay, welcome on in. How you doing? Cat went to vet today and she was naughty trying to escape. I was thinking, dude, the vet's hot behavior embarrassing me. Then he finished up and she sat down and flopped onto the table, relaxing and calm, staring at me like, ha, bitch. I can't believe that you got cock blocked by your cat, Miss Coco Bay. That's hilarious. That's actually hilarious. Matt Berry needs to be the next James Bond. Could you imagine? The name's Bond. James Bond. Hi. I'm James Bond. You, cad. You better not be stealing that priceless diamond. I need that for the laser. Whilst writing, I imagine Matt Berry saying it on like What We Do in the Shadows. Yeah. Bat! Cats are not good wing buddies at all. At all. Good Lord, definitely not. Definitely not. Warlock! Bond!
James. B-L-O-F-E-E-Ilt.
Exactly. Bond. James Blowfield. How's it going, Warlock, you cheeky little devil? Coming in for the 44 months. Bloody Nora. You are a glutton for punishment, buddy. Glutton for punishment. I shall now inscribe your name on the mirror. Vane. By having your name on the mirror, Veiny means you get access to my personal Snapchat. Not a bum Snapchat, you cheeky devil. And of course, you get access to all those sexy little emotes. But the most important thing is you gotta roll over every morning, look in the mirror, and go, God, I look rough. But god damn, do I make rough look good. Ooh, herra, sexy. Oh, yes, meow, you know? You know, you cheeky devil. How's it going? How you doing? Whoop. Cat's not wing buddies. Yeah. The slightly ominous music really makes this. Oh my God, Shade and Sunshine. God damn it. By the way, friends, we've started doing a thing. So for all those people, needs head to bed. See you later, Safi. It was wonderful meeting you yesterday. You beautiful, beautiful human being. Thank you so much for coming to the show. I really, really appreciate it. Go sleep. Get yourself a cheesy chip wrap. Get into that carb and cheese comatose state and sleep. You beautiful, beautiful being. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Yeah, we've started doing a thing, by the way, friends, where if you capture something that has got good audio of my voice, me saying something particularly unhinged, I'm making them into sound effects via blurb. So all the ones you heard earlier about having a triangular anus and all that shit, they are currently available on blurb. After we after the clips that you people have made. I literally go into the Discord where we've got the little clip section, which is called... Where is it? Is it the studio? No. Oh my god, I can't even find my own thing. We've definitely got a clip section. Where is it? Why can I not find it in my own thing? Oh, stream clips. Literally there, of course. Directly in front of your fucking eyeballs, Valen. Jesus Christ. Stream clips! In the Life of Vanity section, I literally go through those. I don't go through my own clips. I don't, like, sift through all that because there's an awful lot of shit that, just, like, gets clipped automatically when you donate and shit like that. Do you know what I mean? I go through the clips that you people post in the Discord because then I know that you people are happy with them. I know you glorious community are like... this is very funny. I want to post this in the Discord, and I go through those and I find the ones that have got the good sound bites, and I'm like, rah, I'll make this into a sound bite. They'll make that into a blurb. Do you know what I mean? So I am going through those. So if you clip something that's particularly funny, there's a good chance that it will become an actual sound bite. All right. There's a good chance of it. And Popewit, have you ever done shock treatment? Do you mean have I ever performed shock treatment, or do you mean if I ever seen shock treatment? Because I did an entire YouTube video on shock treatment. Because I saw it when I was a plucky young whippersnapper. Where are you, shock treatment? There. I did an entire YouTube video on shock treatment where that link that I've just stuck in chat right there, where I basically was like, I haven't seen shock treatment since I was a teenager. I am going to go back and rewatch it. And I will tell you what, friends. I will tell you what. That movie hits different in 2025. I mean, I would love for you to go and watch the YouTube video because I have done my absolute best to keep people watching the YouTube videos. You know what I mean? But I remember the TLDR is I saw shock treatment when I was a teenager, when I was obsessed with Rocky Horror Picture Show, and was like, oh my god, a sequel to Rocky Horror Picture Show, let's watch it, and was like, this is shit. I watched it again like a month ago for the YouTube channel, for Thurston and Vanity YouTube channel, and it hits different. It hits different in 2025, I tell you that. Hits a little bit different. You like the music to shock treatment better than the Rocky Horror Picture Show? The shock treatment original soundtrack is better than the actual movie. I'm gonna throw this out there, friends. I'm gonna throw this out there. The shock treatment soundtrack is majoritively reused music scores from Rocky Horror Picture Show. There's about 3 songs in the shock treatment thing where I was like, this is the time warp. This is the time warp again. Let's do... Yeah, this is the time warp again. They just take the same fucking chord progression from the time warp and use it over and over and over again. You know? I mean a tortilla. I do mean a tortilla. Burrito, tortilla, the wrap. The wrap thing, right? Not too cold, but it's wet outside. Oh, don't like that. Nature's shower. I mean, at the moment, I'm borderline having cold showers anyway, so that's near enough. Do you know what I mean? That would be fire with hot sauce. Yeah, authentic at 100%. Carbs, cheese, and hot sauce. Yes. Chandria, how you doing? How's it going? Have you seen the Korean Rocky Horror Picture Show? The lead guy is hot. Chandria, I have been tagged in it approximately 24 times. 24 times. Every single time it seems to take the rounds again, somebody tags me in it or sends me it in DM. I'm just like, okay, yeah, I've seen this. I do like the interesting dynamics with the language though. That's very, very interesting. I find that quite a fascinating one. I'd like to go see a foreign version of the Rocky Horror Picture Show for sure, especially as I know the original so well. Also, welcome on in, Chandra. How you doing? How's it going? from London. Exactly, Jam Jam. Exactly. She's adorable. Bless her. No helicoptering, but it's a chopper. Oh my God, max wattage. Oh my God. I would only do that if I was dressed as Arnold Schwarzenegger, so I could very quickly go, get to the chopper! And they could immediately get on their knees. Do you know what I mean? Oh my God, there's a role play. There's a weird ass role play that I've never fucking seen before. Jesus Christ. Arnold Schwarzenegger and and the Predator. Arnold calls his penis the chopper. Get to the chopper! Predator gets on their knees, starts fucking it with their vulva mouth. Yeah, that is a porn parody waiting to happen, right? Waiting to happen. Love what we're doing in these shadows. I think I've seen part of the movie. I know like the memes, but I don't think I've ever actually seen the whole thing. No, I don't think I've ever actually seen the whole thing. I've seen like the memes of stuff, but I don't think I've seen that all, you know. Not bad. Hope all is good. Yeah, everyone's good. Everyone's good. I'm fucking shattered is what I am. Absolutely fucking shattered. After a very, very busy but absolutely excellent weekend, you know. Busy weekend doing a lot of different things, and I've got a busy few weeks ahead. So it's a bit of a chaotic time, but I am very much enjoying myself. I like being busy, even if I'm exhausted. I'd much rather be exhausted and busy and ever so slightly stressed than be bored. You know what I mean? No, I haven't performed Shock Treatment because it's not good enough. It's not a good enough musical that everyone knows. The great thing about Rocky Horror Picture Show is not only the fact that it's great music and it's the great show, but everyone knows it. So when you start doing the time warp, everyone joins in. You know. How you doing, Julian Synthetic? You beautiful individual. Love you, burritos. So imagine a burrito, but no burrito filling. Fill it full of French fries. Cover it in mozzarella cheese and add some kind of saucy goodness. Hot sauce, ketchup, or red sauce, as I think you call it in certain parts of America and what have you. You know. You've tagged Valen once. You are one of the many, Milky Pork. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Definitely one of the many for sure. What do you want to do on your trip to the UK? Museums, castles, theatre, cheesy chip wrap. It's got to that point now, Authentic Catter, because I only really have a cheesy chip wrap after a night out or after a show. Those are the only times that I never just go and get a cheesy chip wrap. People are ordering takeaways and I'm like, John's anything. I never just order a cheesy chip wrap. It's only after a show or after a night out that I'm like, I need the carbs and the cheese. Oh, nom. You know? But there is a point now, I've got to that stage where I'll just look at somebody and they'll be like, cheese chip wrap. Cheese chip wrap. We should do the cheese chip wrap. And they're like, are you for real? I'm like, cheese chip wrap. Cheese chip wrap. Good. Cheese chip wrap. You know? It's that level now. It's just become a thing. Or when we're leaving a night out and someone looks at me and just goes, cheese chip wrap. And I'm like, cheese chip wrap. I'm going a little bit feral. Cheese chip wrap. You know? Danny Glover says pussy face in the sequel. Yeah, because it is. It's a vulva. All right, it's literally what it's modeled after. Popewit. Exactly right. Used to be like that with doner kebabs. So nice after a night out. And see, I'm a vegetarian, so I've never really understood the whole doner kebab thing. Mystery meat on a big spit. You know what I mean? It's never grabbed me. But cheesy wrap, carbs, cheese. Carbs, cheese. All right. Internet says that curry sauce is a thing too. Yeah. And depending on where you go, depends on how good the curry sauce is. Now I just want cheesy fries. Yeah. Fries. Portion of fries. Mozzarella cheese over them. Portion of fries with like salt. If you have like chip spice and stuff like that, we have chip spice where I live. So, but chip spice, which is like a salty paprika, tomatoey goodness thing. And MSG. Shitloads of MSG in it. And then mozzarella cheese, let it all melt in. The reason why I like it in a wrap is because it is far easier to deep throat. Do you know what I mean? You haven't eaten today yet? Sounds like you've got your next meal right there, Authenticator. Right there, okay? I prefer spit on mystery meat. A mystery meat of spit. No, no. Spit on the mystery meat. I mean, what? Who said what? Do what? Whose meat is this? It's a mystery. I was supposed to roast in the oven today. Have you got something else you can go to? Another cheeky little go-to something? Hard to go wrong with crispy potatoes in any form. Potatoes just in general. Spud. I got in trouble as a child, by the way. You know when you're doing spelling tests as a child to prove that you can spell stuff? When it was like spell potatoes, and I was like SPUDS. And they were like, no, Valen, spell potatoes. And I was like, that's how you spell potatoes. And they were like, Valen, stop messing around. Spell potatoes. SPUDS. Called in my parents because I was being obstinate. Being an obstinate child. And they explained the situation, and my dad pissed himself. Because my dad's Irish, and that's how they spell potatoes. Spuds. SPUDS. They're like, Valen has been a very naughty boy today. We were doing a spelling test, and he wouldn't complete. What happened? This is how he spelled potatoes. My mum's like, Papa Vane, stop. This is a very serious matter. My dad's fucking pissing himself. You know. Hawk tour. Sometimes max wattage. Sometimes. Where's? Hold on. There we go. Look. You know, friends, sometimes you've just got to hawk tour on that thing. It's the only way. It's the only way, I tell you. Or to get it all going, get all the old sinuses all loosened. Hawk tour. Yes. And that way you'll provide adequate lubrication for sweet penetration. Yes. That's it. That is my new age hawk tour. I feel like making a series. When I get back into making short form content again, which with the end of the Question Game Emporium, I should have a little bit more free time to be able to do stuff like that. I would love to make a series of just taking like internet memes and making them like full. Well, sometimes we've got to hawk tour on that thing. Yes. The only way for adequate lubrication. If it is only appropriate, yes. Got some leftovers? Perfect, Authenticator. Perfect. Love good leftovers. There seems to be extra flavor going on there. Miso, eggplant, and rice. And tortellini with butternut sauce. Ooh, butternut squash sauce. That sounds really good. The latter sounds great. You know, potatoes. Exactly, right? Got kicked out of a nightclub for having a tobacco pipe like that. Yeah, of course, because you're not allowed to smoke inside, Midgard. Unless, actually, you're the other side of the world. Are you allowed to smoke inside? Are you allowed to do indoor smoking over there? Like I said, I said earlier that when I'm out and I'm drinking, I'll have a vape. You know what I mean? I've got a little cheeky little vape that is very, very low. I always make sure it's as low nicotine thing as possible. Not that I get the addiction side of things anyway. We've talked about that a million times. But if I could have like a vape that was pipe shaped, that would be fucking excellent. That would be bloody glorious. I'd love a pipe. A cheeky little pipe vape. You know? Horrific? Definitely authentic. Absolutely. Not as horrific as Uwu, right? But almost. Almost. We used to. I'm old as fuck now. Me too. Me too. As I thought to myself when trying to aid a 14-year-old drunk girl and her comatose friend. I am a 38-year-old man, and I am walking home this 14-year-old child. Oh, God. How many witnesses can I find around me? Quickly. I need witnesses. I need them to see that I'm not a bad person. Those pipes exist. I think, do you know what? I think Peachy Pix Later has one. I think Peachy Pix Later has one. I have to ask him where he got it from, so I can wander around with it, you know. Yeah, now. Friends, I'm gonna call it there. I know it's not quite as long as we normally do. Not quite as long as we normally do, but I'm fucking shattered. If I'm completely honest here. Absolutely fucking shattered. So I'm gonna go grab some food and just zen out a bit. But as always, I did the long Gandalf one, so I've got a pipe one. Look, hold on. I've got like the full clay pipe, and I found out why these were so like thingies. Before we go anywhere, I'm going to teach you about clay pipes. I found out the whole reason why clay pipes existed like this. So this is made out of clay, all right? And the whole thing was that it was you, Authentic Art, told us. Yeah. So you'd fill the end with your tobacco, pop, 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 and then you'd hand it on to somebody else because you would all share the pipe, and they'd snap off the end of it that had been used and then carry on. So you weren't passing germs, but because clay pipes were relatively easy to make, it was just like, snap, pass it on. Snap, pass it on. Fucking genius. Absolute genius. I fucking love that, Authentic. I appreciate you sharing that knowledge with us, right? Yeah, now. Rest well, I will indeed. But friends, as always, we're going to go throw some love at somebody else. And I would really, 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 really appreciate it if you would all come over and throw some love at this person with me. I don't know who we're going to raid yet. But before we go anywhere, you cheeky little shits, before we go anywhere, I would really, really appreciate it if we could all throw some love in the stream for the wonderful moderators. Mods! Thank you so much for all you do. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks so much for all you do in and out of stream. All the stuff you do for me behind the scenes and all the stuff you do for this wonderful, wonderful community. I really, really appreciate it. You can use any kind of love hearts from any kind of channel. You can use any kind of hearts from any kind of channel. Any mod loves, any emotes that you would like to use to show your appreciation for the mods, I will happily accept them because we love seeing other people's emotes. Love seeing other people's emotes, you beautiful beings. Generous Joy, you beautiful individual. I really appreciate you lurking here, you beautiful being. I really appreciate you lurking here, you cheeky devil. Right, who are we going to go throw some love at? Let me have a quick look-see. Do you know what? We're going to go throw some love at this wonderful individual, because... Creepbeats! I appreciate your face! Hope you're doing well, friend. Hope it's going all right. Because they're glorious and spectacular, and I am currently repping their merch, so we're going to do that. Friends! If you're a subscriber, please copy and paste the first raid message. If you are not a subscriber, please copy and paste the second raid message. That's the first bot of vein raid message for subscribers. The second bot of vein raid message for non-subscribers. Friends... we are going to go and say hi to our dear friend, Jay Britton. Jay Britton's Phantasmagorical Adventures across Twitch. Yes, I am repping their merch because I like repping the merch of my friends because they're wonderful and glorious and spectacular. And I would love it if you can hang around for the raid, even if it's on like 5-10 minutes, just to go throw some love at Jay. I would really, really appreciate it. They're wonderful and spectacular, fantastic voice actor. You may have known them from such things like Frostpunk. And a variety of other things. They've been in fucking loads of shit. They are a fantastic, fantastic voice actor. They've also got a great, if you enjoy good voices, they've got an audio YouTube channel that does like old books and stuff. So they do like Dagon and shit like that. I think it's called Tales from the Chair, if I remember correctly. Let me give them a shout out as well. There we go. Friends, if you're not in the raid up here, please, 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 please click on the link that I have just thrown out there. They are playing Hollow Knight Silk Song. And like I said, let's just go over. Even if you're avoiding spoilers, Let's go over, throw them some love, and then you can disappear off after he gets back into the game. Do you know what I mean? Friends, I'm back tomorrow, 1 p.m. BST. That's 1 p.m. British time. Thanks so much for being here, for the raids, the hosts, the subs, the gift subs, all the cheeky little bitties. Thanks so much for hanging out here. Thanks so much for the follows. Thanks so much for all you beautiful people joining in the conversations. You lurkers, you're very much loved. And all you people watching the VODs, I really appreciate it. I'm back tomorrow with dates, everything at 1 p.m. BST. Until then, don't do anything I wouldn't do. Because if I wouldn't do it, it'll fucking kill you. I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.